Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Wednesday. Glad you're with us tonight. We got 3 hours. We are all about jewelry. Let's continue saving you tons of money on that incredible jewelry. That is what tonight and every night here is about. We're so glad to have you with us because this is where we're in that summer stretch, if you will. It is that stretch run of our biggest sale event of the year. It does not get any better than this. We've got our big sizzling summer sales savings event. It is a mouthful, but it is also about a pocket full of money that you save. That's really what this is about. So we've got some really spectacular new items, including the hottest, the latest, the greatest in what's happening with earrings. And we also have an Imperial topaz deal. It's going to be a trio of some of our best. Put those together for you so you can get a great value on one of the world's rarest stones. We also have a really special affordable ring that is like having, imagine this, in today's gold era. Let me ask you something. If you're getting 18 karat gold in a band, if you just say, I want one gold band and 18 karat gold, what's that going to run you today? Probably about $7,000. Can you imagine if you times that by 5? That is what's happening. Oh, and by the way, we're going to add pearls. Add some cultured pearls, give you 5 bands of 18 karat solid gold. That, by my calculation, would be right around $40,000. We are going to do something incredible for you. And that is going to be a piece that you can see it from all the way across the room. And it's going to be one size fits most. So it's a great gift idea. And think about that. Giving 18 karat gold and pearls in a ring as a gift. That would be something special. So here's what we've got. We've got that as well as many, many other things. Blue Wing Block D. I have the coolest diaspore piece. It is really new. It is really hot when it comes to diaspore. We're going to bring you a gorgeous East-West set in very designer. We also have a very affordable Tanzanite pendant on the way for you as well. It's going to be our Asher cut. It's actually one of the more affordable pendants we've ever had. It's actually one of the more affordable pieces in Blue Wing we've ever had. So all of that and more, plus your requests as well. Get those in. We'd love to hear from you. So we got a big night ahead. We are ready to help you out. We're saving you money, 10% extra off anything and everything that you shop for. So do keep that in mind. And shall we begin with something that is, I don't know, feels like summertime in a gemstone. It is a gorgeous turquoise. Take a look at this. It's out of Sleeping Beauty, that mine that is closed in Arizona in the heart of the desert. We're talking about the best. Can you imagine? I mean, the desert. So you think about desert landscapes and so barren and so desolate and so really neutral in color palette. And then from that Arizona land, you've got the best turquoise ever found, ever mined is from that mine, which no longer, but that fabulous Sleeping Beauty mine, and such a beautiful color of the sky and of the really beautiful turquoise that we love. This one, sometimes they are more green blue. This is definitely more of a distinctive blue. It's item number 1127989. I remember what I showed you is what you get. So that's really important to recall is that if you see now, I have an exception, it would be diamonds. If I've got a diamond piece like our diamond hoops that are later, okay, I might have a couple pairs and you know what our diamonds look like. But everything else in color, and the gems you'll love in my big, big, big yellow diamond that I've got debuting today as well. Those are going to be what you see is what you get. So one of a kind. So that is where you dial in very quickly. This is going to be our 3 carat 30 round. It is a 10-point diamond weight that's actually, it's got a little bit of movement. It's a wider band in gold. I love that we're seeing gold because, of course, gold, most important metal really of the moment, and probably will be that way for some time going forward, if not all time. But this is where you've got that beautiful round, always elite to see a round. You get that fantastic color, the diamonds as well. Bigger diamonds, pave though. It's actually like a swirling style. You can see here, and there you go, where we got a little closer to really see matrix-free turquoise. Best of the best out there. You're looking at it. We got one and one only. So let's get it out the door, shall we? It's a must. Everything must go, otherwise it's melted down. That's something else to keep in mind is last looks, unless you've specifically asked me to save something for you because maybe you need a moment to think about it or you want to get someone else's opinion or something like that. Then everything that we do not, again, if it doesn't sell, well, it gets melted down so we can make a brand new jewelry, which is debuting any day now. We're going to have some brand new jewelry for you that also we're going to make a great value thanks to the ability to do that as our own manufacturer. So kind of cool. So really, again, a very unique experience you have when you shop with us. This one's going to be better than $29.99. My only big turquoise ring of the night is here. There would be no other way to get that kind of stone, certainly in the round, at that value of $3,000. I'm going a lot lower than that. It's not $29 or $2,000 or $19.99. Welcome into Wednesday. We're we're so glad you are here. And that's because, well, we got the values, but it's also really because you're here that we bring in the values. That's really what it's about, is a thank you. It's values beyond every single night. Let me try this on real quick as we take that price even lower for you so that we can make sure it goes better than even $19.99. It's all about the value. This is your chance to pick up whatever you've been dreaming of, thinking of. Remember, the higher end too. That's where you save the most money. Museum pieces, really fancy diamonds. We're talking about our bigger diamonds and our bigger opals and our bigger tanzanites. That's where you have the most money to be saved as we take a look at the turquoise here up close, and we get you a better value than even $19.99. How about $9.99 to start it off and get you a Wednesday full of wild values that we have ready to go. Doesn't matter what it is, it's all on sale. So keep that in mind. It's a really good night to be shopping or making requests too. So $8.99 on that one. I'll try to get our wheel a little bit situated here so we can all be looking at a great piece centered up. So that's going to be, I love the addition. That's actually kind of a cool view too, to see the basket and how it elevates that stone. Of course, not as a, not really out of necessity to elevate to compensate for the culet of the stone, but instead it's really about that beautiful, almost ribbon-like effect and how it's all twisting and turning and then wrapping around, and then the prongs being north, east, south, and west. Okay, so that's one only. That's $8.99. Hey, Kathy in New York, thank you so much. You are so kind. Gosh, you are the sweetest. You are so kind. Thank you so much, Kathy. All right, so $8.99 on this one. I bet you Jason's got it. It is only in the white gold, but we'll size it for you. There will be some pieces that are gold restrictive. There just are some pieces that we're not, making the mountings again and again and again because of where gold's at. So it just makes it more complex. We want to take the value and make it the best. So sometimes there will be, again, kind of a take it or leave it situation in the gold color or the platinum. Of course, we will see some platinum tonight. But there is, again, still a size opportunity for you to get exactly how you need it. Now, speaking of rare stones, we can go turquoise, but in color. So this is actual turquoise. Then there's the turquoise gem, which is known as Paraiba. Only one of the rare, oh gosh, there's now, something very large flying right in front of me. Okay, well, welcome to the wild, wild world of a Wednesday night. Jason, what's up? Who'd you hear from already, and how are you doing? Angela. Hey, Angela, what's Angela need tonight? Wonderful. Okay, good. So we can help her out with that. Now, here we go with 1122496. This is a Paraiba. It's 12 points on the Paraiba, 53 points in the diamonds. They go top, bottom, and then, of course, wrapping all the way through with some really, almost like a neat lacy detail you have here as well. So it would be diamonds top and bottom, but scattered throughout. And then you've got this, you see the texturing, little ovals and little different shapes all wrapped in this band. It's a wider band, so it's quite a bit of gold, and then your really bright Paraiba. For anybody who's wanted to own Paraiba, if it's about getting some of this rare collectible material, if it's about trying Paraiba, I know it's a difficult stone when we say try it. Well, usually that takes a couple $1,000s, maybe even sometimes in the 5 and sometimes in the 6 digits to get a Paraiba of natural and beautiful and rare and specialty. But what we're doing is very, very different. And that's what I love, is that this is one of those rare opportunities where you have a real legitimate chance to spend very, very little. Obviously, you want to get on the phone lines as quickly as you can to be a part of this, but this is where Paraiba is actually going to be very affordable. That is not something we see all the time, no matter what the size. So if you're a little shy about the 12-point size, need not be, because this is a rare stone no matter how you get it. Well, crucial part is that you have tourmaline that actually has a copper content, and when you do, that's what makes it so special and rare. So as we take a look at it again, I'll try it on. It does stay in the yellow gold, and it will be better. Then, oh yeah, and it's got 53 points in diamonds. So we're not forgetting that it's got this really, really special half carat plus. Yes, I do, Tracy. Yes, I do. I do. You know exactly what I need. Yeah, exactly. That's what happens when it's 108 degrees outside. You'll have all kinds of things flying around, but here we go. I know, it's just one of those, the dog days of summer, I'll tell you. That is the definition of what's going on right now. But here we are with our fabulous ring, and hence the wind machine. So exactly. I'll tell you, this is not a hair down day when you got the wind machine going, but we're trying to keep our lights happy, and so far so good. So here we go with a better than, a really, really special price, $29.99. Take a look at this one on so you can see what that's all about. See, really good, wider style band there that we're loving. The cutout details almost looks as if you added separate rain guards to the sides here with the diamonds top and bottom without even having to worry about stacking away. You got a really big value here, and it's going to be better than even $29.99. Oh, only one stays in the yellow. We've got new designer earrings. Can you say, Tiffany? Yes, we can. Oh, yes, we can. I usually don't like to really get into, you know, tens of thousands of dollar pairs of earrings, but we got our own version here tonight. So that's going to be exciting. But here we go with a better price. How about $9.99 on our Paraíba? And then another $100 to save you by shopping here tonight. Black diamond bangles here, by the way, for my bangle lovers out there. If you also love rose gold, we're going to need to hear from you. Black diamonds and rose gold together, one of the great combinations, I think, in what you don't always see everywhere else, kind of a bit unexpected. We're going to see that coming up in the show, or you can just always say the word if you want to see it sooner rather than later. I got a new 3-carat diamond, and that shouldn't be outdone. We have a 122 champagne as well. So we get into Wednesdays and we get you rocking and rolling. Look at that. That is a true champagne diamond. The only real, I would say, is it a caveat? Well, it's not done with the double halo in classic white diamonds. It's actually got the pink and the white. So we have 3 different colors in diamonds, 2 of which are extremely rare, all in one fabulous ring. So that will be here as well, and it's a heck of a value, unlike anything else I can do in bigger diamonds. Now, there's also going to be, I mentioned the diaspores. We have a new one, a new design, and then we have a radiant cut that's larger, so 2 different options for my diaspore lovers. I was quite surprised to see the return of my quatrefoil design, and this is not my own design. Instead, it's actually based off of a designer piece that I wore once on the air here about 9 years ago, and it got a little crazy because y'all said, well, nice jewelry, but what she's wearing, that's what I want to have. So we made it, and it was not easy because it was our first time ever using princess cuts. That's how long ago it was. Now we see them fairly routinely, but look at that. That's the first time, and we've had the ring, we've had the earrings, and there's the pendant. Maybe the most versatile and giftable piece right there, so that's going to be our big diamond weight, 86 points, and right on cue. All right, so let's move on from that Paraíba, which will be $899, to a really cool, I mean, I just love these earrings, and these are they're very fresh. We've not seen anything like this before, although you might have seen something like it before, especially if you are someone who follows, I wouldn't say trends, but I would say if you follow couture, if you tend to find yourself flipping through the fashion magazines and looking at the glossy photographs within and seeing, oh, just, you know, billionaire type level performers who are artists who are probably the most famous and recognized faces in the world that could have anything, and they're repping this exact style. If that sounds good to you, we have our own version, and it's not like some costume jewelry knockoff. This is TVON, so you're getting still fine gold and fine diamonds the way the actual tens of thousands of dollars of a piece works. Instead, you're getting a better value because it's us. So you don't have to spend tens of thousands of dollars. Heck no, that would not be what we're asking for, although certainly warranted in a style like this. So this is that U-link style, that hardware design. It again feels a little bit like, you know, if you follow, you know, we did the nail designs where it has that bit of kind of edgy utilitarian type feel. That's very much what I see here, but still a drop. So one link, it's all actually, you saw how they move. One piece independently swings from the other. It's almost like our door knocker styles we see in pendants, but this is in an earring. And you've got it here for, oh yeah, 2 callers. So 2 callers tonight. This is why all of 12 minutes into the show, they're coming out. Because this is something I have lusted over. I know a friend of mine, she's a big-time actress. She's on the best comedy on television. She has been nominated for every award you can be nominated for because she's hysterical. She comes from a medium family, and I know the first time she was ever on a late-night show, what she did was she wore the all-diamond version in the necklace. The thing, I think it retailed for, let me think, it was, I think, $780,000 was the retail on the all-diamond version in the necklace. This is the earring that matches it. So you can get your very own, but it's wearable. I don't know if you're wearing a collar like that every single day. Come on over and take a look at these. These are fabulous, and they're just a subtle drop. They're not too large, but everybody notices and recognizes it's a drop in diamonds and gold, but probably not like what you have already. Here's what they look like from a distance. Let me just show you. They're not too large, as I stated, so again, really just easy to wear every day, but that is the movement I was telling you about. Item numbers 11285557, and they have a length of, we'll take a look there, it's 3/4 of an inch, top to bottom, which post and butterfly backing as well, but you can see there how they swing and how they move. So your diamond portion at the top, that is going to be attached to the post, so that stays very, very simple, very stationary, and then it's going to be the drop and the movement that you have with the link beyond that. I'll pop one on for you as well. There's 18 karat gold here, so you can probably tell by the color. That's usually a keen eye can usually detect when there's 18 karat gold, and that's what this is because you've got that richer color to it. So it's something that is noticeable. It's more than just a stamp on the inside that you have to see with a loupe. It's more recognizable because of its very distinctive buttery color. Here's what they look like on. Dare I say they even look cooler on. Seeing them up close is one thing, but seeing them on the ear with no backing, keep in mind, so they're going to sit a little more taut on the ear when you have them on, but there's how they look from a distance away. So I'll just give them a little push so they don't fall off, but there you can see the diamonds, and that's going to be that little beaded style. So if you've never seen these, you will start to see them everywhere. If you know them, you know how iconic they are. If you're ready to get a great value, again, diamonds at 18 points is what I have here, 17 rather, and then you've got that pave, and that pave really does go side to side. So you'll see all those different angles, and then you've got the mere finishing of that U-link style loop, okay? So we're gonna blow them out. There's only two. I got 2 pairs, that's it, 2, that's all. So let's take a look at them up close, see what that's all about. And then again, a first for us, never have had this style before or anything like it, and very anxious to see. Now, yours truly will be taking anything that's available if there happens to be, I don't know if that's possible, if there happens to be 1 or 2 left, I will take whatever's left at 8 o'clock tonight. No doubt about it. I've got a lot of friends who would love these, and I need a pair as well. But let's get them out the door. So simple, yet so striking. So really defined by couture style here, and really, really recognizable. We're gonna do better than even that. I don't know if I can do $49.99 today with good conscience. I've got to make sure it's better. That's what we do here. Make everything super, super affordable as much as possible so you can have the luxury and you can save a lot while you're doing it and have something that's still wearable. I mean, luxury is oftentimes something we only wear on a special occasion. This is that luxury for every single day. And they're better than $49, $39, $29. Let's make sure they go. A lot of gold, the movement done, that pave you see that works around the sides. That's what looks like you took that first initial portion of the earring and rolled it in diamonds. And so that's going to just sparkle from every single angle. And it's really, really fabulous. And we're going to do something crazy here. How about $9.99 a pair with an extra $100 off for 18 karat gold, which also leaves you with less sensitivities. If you are somebody who is more sensitive to alloys and metals, the way that 10 carats and 14 carats, we don't offer 10 karat, but that's oftentimes where people are most susceptible because there's more of the other metals mixed in with your gold. This is as pure as it gets while still having a functional solid gold, sturdy, hefty piece. So you've got all that happening here, and it looks totally fabulous. So that's going to be great. And $8.99 for the pair. Let me know if you'd like one of the two or both of them if you're thinking about doing some to me, from me, and then a gift to somebody else as well. So there they are at $9.99. Now we've got this very, very cool pearl ring. I'm going to be showing this at the bottom of the hour, which is only about 13 minutes away. And then we've got 2 callers, so it looks like these are indeed gone. I do want to show you on the hand here. This is what I was showing you at the beginning of the show. And for those of you going, oh my Lord, that's too big, that's too wide. Look at that, full flexibility. It itself is flexible. Yeah, you've got the first pair. All right. So Joanne's got the first pair. Let's see who's got the second. I got to believe it's Jason's caller over here, just waiting for confirmation and word there. But that's that. It's like the slinky of rings. It really is. It's a lot of fun, but it's done in 18 karat gold. Jason, do you want that last pair? All right. They're sold out. Congratulations on those. And let me go ahead and grab that one. You guys, of course, didn't leave them for me, and that's okay. I kind of had the feeling that happened. All right. So here's that rose gold and black diamond bangle. And yes, that pearl ring, great giftable as well because it is one size fits most, and that's going to be coming up in about 12 minutes. So here's the bangle with the rose gold I was mentioning with the black diamonds all the way across the top half, and then you've got the rose gold solid all the way through the rest of the way. It's going to be 111-9320, and there is another one only situation here. Average size means it's going to fit anywhere between anyone who wears a 6.5 all the way up to 7.5, so anywhere in between you'll be good too. But that's 50 points in black diamonds there, and it does look fabulous. And of course, this is our bangle, kind of the more traditional of how we do these bangles. I mean, really, again, the bezel set is what sets it apart. That's what makes it really, really special. So here we go. Alrighty, so here's what we've got for you. 50 points in the black diamonds. And then you've got those bigger rounds that go all the way one side to the other. That's going to be our halfway around style. I did bring you the all the way around style on Sunday. It sold out. So here we go. This is in white diamonds, that is. There's your double figure 8 safety, one attached, one not. I'll pop it on for you so you can really see what it is all about here. And then we'll show you how that's going to look from a distance so you can kind of gauge the size. It's a really wearable type of size. It's not one that's too large, certainly. It's not one that you're going to have to worry about, am I going to have an occasion to wear it? It's just really stackable, layerable, and then then wear it all on its own as well. But that's how it looks from a distance, and I am a big fan. I do love a rose gold and black diamond combo. So that, I think, really showing off there. It looks great. So here we are, and here we go. So this is really, really stunning, and we're going to take it on down for you. It is, let's see here. I've got a really fabulous value. This one should be a lot of money, and of course, going up by the day. What are we doing? Exactly the opposite. You know, every designer, I don't know if anyone's shopping anywhere else outside of the retail, like outside of TVON world, but if you are, you see that values are actually, you can look at the same piece one day and literally a week later it's going to be a completely different price, because a lot of retailers are having to adjust on the day. They're literally pricing and restructuring pricing every single day and week and month. It's crazy what's happening. So you think about that old item number is going to serve you really well, because instead of doing that and going upward, 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 it's going backwards. And that makes it a lot better, doesn't it? Because we're going backwards from that old price. And here we go with our 50 points in black diamonds, one in the rose gold only. Here's what we'll do. I've got, again, average size here as well for you. And we'll do this right now for under $2,000. It's not even $19.99 either. Going even lower than that. That is really, really good. Really good. Already at $19.99. No one's going to dispute that, but we are here to bring you the best value. And so that even you could go beyond your wildest imagination of what values and savings are all about. Here it is, and it will not be $1,900. It's not even $1,500. Reminder, we have one. We saw how quickly those earrings went and sold out. Please let me know if you'd be so kind. Joanne, Jason, I'd love to know who got those, because bravo and brava. Yes? Francine. And who else, Jason? Aura? I'm sorry, what? Aura? Sounds like Aura. Yeah, probably. I think you got it right. So thank you, Francine and Aura. Sounds like a feminine way to say gold is what it sounds like to me. Aura is gold, and yeah, Aura sounds like, yeah, feminine gold. All right. So thank you both. Thank you so much. And here's what I'll do. 15, 14, 13. How can we make this happen? One only. Stack it with all your other bangles. It's a bangle collector's dream, because where else are you going to go and find black diamonds in a bangle? It's really tough, believe it or not. We don't do a lot of smaller black diamond material. We don't do really any. We don't do a lot of bigger stones either. They're tough to find in good quality, which sounds crazy, because you're going, but we don't have to worry about clarity gratings with black diamonds, and that's true, you don't. Traditionally, you're worried about those still. You want the surface of the black diamond to be very polished, very clean. It's tough to actually, it sounds crazy, but it's actually tough to match the stones, because you need that surface luster to be the same and continuous throughout this bangle. So here's what I'll do right now. One caller is going to own it for only $12.99, even better, and your price tag is really not to be beat. So we will see who's got that one. Then we've got that diamond pendant coming up. Isn't it fun to have some brand new during a sale? I mean, you see the brand new and it goes, brand new and it goes. That's what happens. I've got a few other brand new pieces. Don't forget, bottom of the hour is going to be that giftable pearl and 18 karat gold situation that we're very excited about as well. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then we've got new Tanzanite, one tonight, a big ring. I did decide, you know, I thought, well, with the last couple of days of a sale going on, it probably would be wise to bring out the larger important pieces like the Tanzanite that everyone's always wanted. Pretty much this one is, if you've watched our show before, for any kind of time period, you've probably seen this Tanzanite. It is our round, it is our pendant, and it is also done with an incredible number of diamonds. I thought, well, that's got to go before the sale ends, because that's our 27 karat 90 in the round. So that's a quick little reminder that that is available. It's not only available, but it's on sale, and it's 1118240. So just a heads up there on that gorgeous blue wing block D that you have. That's a very important stone, being our largest round ever. And then you've got that really good, there are actually trillions at the different points here. So north, east, southwest, you've got the trillions, and then the double halo as well of round brilliant. So it is fantastic. So that's just a reminder that's going to be here, and that's got the 359 total weight in the diamonds, and each trillion's about 1/3 of a carat as well. So back to our bangle we go. That was just a little, just a heads up that that's here. I know a lot of you know it, but this would be the perfect time, I think, to pick it up when it's on sale for such an incredible price plus 10% off. All right, let's get to the champagne diamond, because the quick flash, obviously not enough to do it justice, but certainly gets us ready for something that is one of the more rare, and you know, it's a champagne is what we're actually, how we've labeled it. It's VS, it's striking, but it has an orangey element to it. And I wouldn't say there's really as much pink, so I'm not gonna call it a fawn, because that would be, we would need to see the pink and the brown. This is really an orange brown. And when I say orange, certainly not the primary color, it is a champagne, but champagnes will have different elements sometimes of secondary colors beyond just brown. So that's what you're seeing here. It's got a beautiful golden type element. It's item number 112, 1597. Heads up on this one. For everybody who shies away when you hear these carat weights, like a carat 22 center in a round, in a VS diamond that's of an unusual natural color. That sounds intimidating. From a pricing standpoint, one cannot be intimidated here, because even though it's going to add a 14-point pink diamond halo and then a 50-point white diamond halo, we have to take that all in the consideration of it's sale. It's summer sale, and it's the last call on the summer sale. So if you're talking about, okay, what do I need to get a hold of? What is it on my priority list of things to save on? This is it. If you at all want a very unusual high-end quality of diamond, this is the way you need to go. Carat 22 plus the 64 points in extra diamonds. So you're getting pink and you're getting white, you're getting this gorgeous golden tone champagne, which is the round, which we know from seeing fancy diamonds here, usually the rounds are less. You just see very few of them. We see a lot of the, you know, a lot of the pairs and the cushions and the ovals. Don't see as many rounds because we know that's going to take a very large piece of natural diamond rough. And of course, we don't want to waste that when you're dealing with something so important as natural diamond rough. So this is really unusual. And to still have a carat 22, and we will blow your mind. I will give you fair warning here. I think there's going to be a lot of people missing out on this one because I do only have the one you see there. It stays as is in the rose and the white gold, mostly white gold. The rose is just a kiss of rose gold, just as a compliment to hug the pink diamonds. So it's all about the love. You got kisses and hugs here, even though there's no X's, just the O's, okay? So double halo round, but I'm telling you, there's a romance about it. It feels so high-end, and could be, why not? Could be an engagement ring, could be something you pop a Wonder Ring on as a wedding band next to it. Be creative, have fun with your jewelry, make it your own, but this $89.99 price, way too much for what we're doing here. So this is a big moment for anybody who wants a bigger diamond. One thing to get a 1 carat, completely different to get a carat 22 that dazzles like that does, keeping in mind that it's also a VS stone in the middle, and we just need to know your ring size. And look at that, look at that, look at that, look at the spark, look at the flashes it's giving. It's not even half of this price, which is $4,500. This is going to be to date the most affordable in the larger diamonds I've had. Point blank, that's all I can say. If you want one of the miracle type prices here, it's happening now. This is not normal. Even if you're, I say this for our new shoppers, there's so many of you that understand and know that right now a 1 carat yellow is going to be a minimum of $4,000, just minimum, just depending on how it's set. This is so much more unique given that it's a 122. And we don't just say 22 points of extra diamonds cost nothing. That's not the case here. It's a really important way to go. And then you've got the pink and the white. You need to be on the phone lines. It's not 4. It's not 3. It's not $29.99. That to me is the go price. That's the no question about it at $29.99. That will not stay here. It cannot. But that is not as low as I'm going. Remember, this is not about what do you think is going to be the price it sells at. It's going to be about really truly giving you the best price possible and then saving you an extra 10% as well. And it will not be $29. This might be a really good time to dial in. And if you can handle a little bit of rose gold to go with your pink diamonds, which is how we always set pink diamonds, is always in their own rose gold. It's just the way to show them off the best. It's the way we take really saturated pink diamonds. So showing them off in the rose gold is the very best thing you can do to make sure that it sings and it looks great. And it adds some real presence to this piece. And yet it's not going to be 29 or 28 or 27.99. We got one. That's it. This is the lowest price. If you want to turn around the day you get it and resell it, you've been making a healthy profit. So that's something, and let me tell you, a lot of people, especially during the sale event, that's what a lot of our customers are doing. They're customers, yes, but they're also resellers and industry tastemakers and et cetera, et cetera. They're great, generous gift givers getting ready for the holidays, checking off boxes of the list of the gift list. This is where you need to shop. And it's not even going to be $27.77, even lower than that. I like where that takes it. Certainly do like what's going on there. But instead, it's $2,699 and going down by another $270 after that. So that means your price at checkout, $24.29 on a 122 champagne with a little bit of golden. There's some orange golden. It's like, think citrus tones that you have here all together that look so incredible. And that's going to be $24.29. I'm not going anywhere till it goes, because you know what's happening. Bottom of the hour is coming up. We've got that pearl ring, the 18 karat flexible, one size fits most. I mean, I'll tell you, if you just want to melt it, you could, and make a very healthy profit. But we've got a really good look at 112-1084 coming up next. So as soon as this one goes, we're going to bring that out. We've got the bottom of the hour special, which is our last call ever on this pearl piece, which is so different. I bet you it's going to be that piece too that doesn't look like what's already in the jewelry box, whether it's for you or somebody else. No matter who that is, I think it's going to be a style that not a lot of us already own, unless indeed you have shopped this very ring. So we'll do that next. All right, last call on this one, 24.29. Oftentimes we know how this goes. It's first hour on a Wednesday, it's early. So it's still one of those things where don't leave anything behind, because the more that time goes on here, the less likely that any piece from that night sticks around. It happens, it's like clockwork every single Wednesday. So we see all the pieces eventually go, but this is that early first dibs special there. All right, let's show this one. This is a lot of fun here to have, because this is gonna look like a big coil design. Let me see if I can clean this up a little bit and see what we've got here. And I'm gonna need to zoom back a bit too, won't I? So we can see the whole thing here, because we have a really cool 18 karat gold. What they are, beads. So they're 18 karat gold beads, and then they've got the seed pearls at the end caps, if you will. So it does actually coil. It is like kind of like having 5 rings in one. But you think about it, it starts with one incredible memory wire that they actually then wrap these 18 karat gold beads all around, and then it coils and it's flexible. And watch this. That is what it does. So you can see that for as wide as it is, it's also going to have some flexibility and some movement. So you can see how much fun that is. It's like one of those really, really cool, like modern type pieces that you can wear really anywhere on the hand, except I will suggest, because it is larger, I would say best for maybe the middle and the index fingers, which is right now what a lot of us are looking for. Our rings to sit there so we can stack across the hand. That is going to be our coil wrapped 18 karat yellow gold ring. It's designer. It's going to fit anywhere between a 6 and 10, because it does have that capability of kind of expanding and contracting. So I would say if you're wearing smaller than a 6, you do want to keep that in mind, because there's only so small it's going to get, but then it kind of expands in a comfortable way so that it can accommodate a number of ring sizes. It's also great for, you know, gals that have sworn off rings, because maybe the knuckles have swelled a bit, so rings are very difficult to get on, or once they're on, they're too large, they spin around the finger. This is really almost like expandable of sorts, so you can really get a little flexible and wear it wherever. Now it's going to be 1084. It's a 9mm freshwater cultured pearl with the smaller seed pearls at the end caps. I believe they are 3mm based on my memory from last time I presented it, but it is going to be a few left only, and I do imagine that we'll have a lot of people taking more than one, because it does make a great gift idea in that it is a ring. But rings are sometimes so personal and so custom to the individual that sometimes it can be daunting to get a gift idea as a ring. I don't think you have to worry here, because so much of that is about the sizing. Sometimes that is what complicates matters, is when you've got to worry about, well, I don't know the ring size. Because even if it's approximately an 8, is it a 7 1/4? Is it an 8 1/2? Who knows? That's the beauty of this ring. This is going to fit any number of those sizes. And so you have one size fits most. And it's a style that I think works so well with all different stylized options, meaning whatever your individual style is, I think this is going to work. So it used to be $9.99. That was way back when. It's gotten a little more valuable to get 18 karat gold, but we're doing exactly the opposite, as we like to do. Probably why you're here, and you got a million places you could be shopping, but that, trust me, there's nobody else who's marking their prices down instead of up, and that's what we are doing. And of course, you got the sale on top of it to make sure everything is as affordable as possible. And this is not even $4.99 to get it. Reminder, you can get as many as you like, but I think we're all waiting to see it on. So I'm just going to put it here on the middle finger for a moment, show you how it works anywhere. For reference, I have a 5 1/2 ring finger size. So let's see, it still works. It's a little bit large, so it's going to kind of wrap around a bit, but you can still see it still works. It's not flying off the hand, but I would say best for a 6 or above. Then you can see here, this is where I wear about a 6 1/2 on this finger, and you can see how well that works. And then I'm a 7 here on the index, so let me show you that as well, how comfortable it's going to work here. And you just tend to push it on, and then it separates itself as it wants to. And for those just saying, but look, it's going over the knuckle. Well, it's still complete. That's only on one side. And this is very almost like, again, you see how it's kind of flexible. So it's not rigid. It's very lightweight, and you can still have full range of movement as I'm showing you here. I could fully function as a human being and drive the car, and goodness knows I need to do that, and write a note, and goodness knows I do that, and all the things. Type on the computer, send a text message. You're still doing all of that while you're wearing this ring. So don't think it's wider, not practical or wearable. It completely is. So let's take another look at it here up close. But again, all wrapping around. It's like 5 bands. I proposed the question earlier tonight. What would it cost to buy 5 individual 18 karat gold bands today? Frightening levels, frightening money. We're not asking for that. We're not asking for $4.99. It gets even better. And yes, 10% off still. And you can get as many as you want. And I hope you will think, I know it's only August, but it is late August. And August, I don't know about you, but I think it flew by. So this is where it's only a matter of, okay, Labor Day's around the corner, and then you know how this goes. It's like Halloween is right there. Halloween is one, then a hop, skip, and jump till Thanksgiving, and then end of the year holiday. So now we are ready, get you set up, have that gift for maybe even you don't know who, but you put it aside, you have it ready to go in your arsenal to give, even as those last minute, like, oh, I need something at the last second. I'm gonna give a fine gold 18 karat solid ring with pearls. Here we go, yellow gold only. It's not gonna be even $399. Suddenly I'm thinking about what this means to get not only 5 rows of gold, but pearls as well. The June birthstone, the fabulous pearl, and yellow gold, and you can get as many as you need. And right now it's $40 extra off. We're not leaving it there. It is not $399. It is not $333, which would take you under $1,000 to get 3 rings, which would be essentially 15 rows or bands of gold. We're taking it even lower than $333. How about $299 a ring? And that's one ring. So $299, which is really $30 extra off. So $299 turns into, $269 instead. So hopefully this is the time to get as many as you could ever need and stock up for gift giving, even if it's for June of next year, because that's the June birthstone. Whatever it may be, we'll give it a final call. So last chance, last call, $299, and that will be a piece that if we've got a couple of them, great. We'll melt down anything that's left at the end of the night, but what a wonderful way to celebrate gold and get something that's really, again, modern. It's a modern take on pearls. I think a lot of people think pearls and they think stuffy. And then you realize, no, they don't have to be. You see a design like this and you realize pearls can be very youthful, very fresh, very modern, very contemporary. That's what this style exudes. And yet it's $299, but $30 extra each. That means each one gets that extra savings. So you've got a major moment to take advantage there, and that's last call. There was once upon a time a matching bangle and a matching collar. So if you are lucky enough to have those, wonderful. You would have the match in the ring right here. All right, so we're moving on to that new diaspore. This one I am so thrilled about. I am so loving this diaspore. It is just really fabulous. This design, it's like, you know, what we sold so quickly was the designer earrings. Of course, y'all know designers. They're gals after my own heart. They know what's high level. You know what's couture. You know. This is also that feel in this design and this mounting, except, oh my goodness, look at that. These unbelievable cylinders, if you will. Look at that. These are like your end caps, but they're part of the design. It's so dimensional. If that doesn't look like $1 million, and it's got one of those really fine museum level diaspores, and I don't know why it's uneven on our wheel, but it is. Everything, the wheel's a little off kilter today. I might even just turn the light on for this one, because why not? Let's see what it looks like. Because always I'm fascinated by how these diaspores will work, is that even just a subtle change in the light environment will change their color when they're really strong color change like this one is, with those red and purple flashes. So welcome into a brand new design here. This one's gonna be item number 112-9149, and that's gonna be our 259 Asher cut in the diaspore, and keep calling on the pearl rings by all means. And I do wanna show you this from the side, because it's got some great artistry in the side gallery here that elevates it up. There's a 4 times over rib design on the sides leading up into that solid. Look at that. It almost looks as if it would move. It does not move. They don't actually spin. But the diamonds go all the way around so that they're visible from all angles of the viewer when your perspective is, whether side profile, straight on, what have you. All the diamonds show up. This is a gorgeous 259. Do you see it? The greens are there, yes, but then you see those champagne undertones. And then how about those bright pinky purples and reds? This looks, I mean, we've seen a couple in recent days that have been $15,000 and $16,000 because they are this color. And I love these little end caps. Do you see the little beaded end caps? Think of it almost like, as like a sea scroll, right? Like you found the sea scroll, instead of being well old and tattered and waterlogged, it's actually covered in diamonds. Yes, it's the treasure chest. It really, I mean, it looks like they're actually locked into place. It is so beautiful, and only one. So what could we do here to make your day on a diaspore that for once is going to be one of the more affordable versions? Doesn't have to be $15,000. I'm excited about that. Welcome into our big Wednesday night. We've only got 20 minutes left in hour number one and then just 2 to go. So it goes by quickly. We know that. And we know the rings do too. And my goodness, what you need to do right now is, if you love this, I'm going to try it on since we're so new to this. It is a $3,888 ring, and I cannot do that. I cannot do that and expect that to go on a Wednesday night. Maybe another night, sure, absolutely, but not on a Wednesday night. Here we go. This is a night we treat you to some of the best values all week long, sale or not. It's just that getting us back started here. What is the diamond weight? 14 points on this one. Wow, looks like more. Here's that side profile view you're getting as well. So you can see there those little beaded end caps that are on either side here, either profile. It's really wearable. That is still, it feels like an east-west design because you have the diamonds just either side. But again, a square of the Asher cut, really bringing that to life. And now it's a matter of who wants it. Nobody's on the phone lines yet. That's okay. We still got pearls going out the door. You kind of figure those are going to go out all night long, I would imagine, but this is the time. This is the time. Let us know if you'd like this. It is not going to last. I can tell you that with certainty. It is going to be only, oh, you know what? Good news here. Let's change the gold color. This is when you can change the gold color on. You don't need to leave it in the yellow. You can go white gold, you can go rose gold, and we know the diaspora looks great in any of those gold color options. So let's take a look at it one more time here and get you on the lines, ready to go. Not going to stick around. It's not 3,000. Okay, we need a caller who loves it, because I'm so head over heels with this ring, because I really like, I have an expensive taste. I was just born that way. I don't think that's like a, some people like expensive things, and it's not because they're expensive. It's just because they have a look. Expensive things have a look. You can usually tell what's expensive by looking at it. And sometimes there's some of us out there that just tend to gravitate towards those types of designs. And I know, as someone who definitely, I've lived my whole life like that, I got to say, where I've just been drawn to fabulous and designer and something that's stands out and has those little differences that really set it apart. This is so that, and it's not going to be 3,000, 2,000, or even 1999. Only one. That's the thing here. You've got to be hustling to the phones here, because you saw new designer pieces are not exactly what's sticking around here. That's the thing. You've got to go. I mean, right? It is really true. It is true. These are the people. I mean, that is really important. And it's not 19. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, I'm going, I'm trying. Isn't that the beautiful thing? I'm sorry to use that E word, expensive, over and over and over. Like, in the mind, I think subconsciously, that gives the impression to viewers like it's going to be expensive. You said the word expensive. Not at all. It just has that look. It has that presence. It has that feel. It has that style. It has that panache. It has that elevated. It's elevated is what it is. And it's not going to be 14. Let's make it even better. I don't know what is going to take here to move this jewelry, but I'm ready and willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that the goal is met. And that's finding this piece of home. And if you don't love $14.99, well, I got a good thing going on with you guys, where I've got all the opportunity in this savings sale event to really just mark things down, no matter how new they are. And that's exactly what's happening right now, instead of 14 or 13 or 12. And yes, you're going to take your 10% off. That's going to add up to extra savings here, but it will not be 12. I'm curious why nobody. Maybe I might be. Sometimes that happens. I'm the only one, because I like some different things. Sometimes I'm the only one that likes it. That's okay. I might be. But if you are with me and you really are digging this look, and how magic, can you imagine? I like the yellow gold. I honestly wouldn't change it, but I'm trying to picture it right now in the white gold, and I'm kind of loving that idea too. If you want to do white or rose, up to you. But it's not going to be 12, because I'm still waiting, and nobody on the lines yet. Well, guys, it might be a lost cause, or we try one more thing. How about $11.99, taking it on down to another $120 off, and still over $1,000. What about $11.11? That way, after your 10, it seems like a weird number until you realize 10% off makes it $9.99. kind of like that idea. What if we just take the ring right now, one collar in the world, okay? One collar, that's all we need. White, yellow, or rose gold, your size as well. You get to choose all those aspects, choose all those things. What if we take, and you think about where gold's at, isn't everyone else who's even doing gold, they're lightening it, they're hollowing it out, they're doing more small, petite, diminutive designs. Everything's getting really tiny. Everything's getting really microscopic. We are doing this with this wide band. It's like 4 stacks. That's what you see on the side. You see that ribbed effect. It's like compiling 4 different rings together on the sides. That is major. And we're going to make it $999. That's it. $999. And you will still take another $100 off. Makes it $899 at checkout. Look, give it 60 seconds. That's it. And if you love that designer princess cut pendant, it's coming up. So we will have that for you as well. And then anything you want to request, I'm open for requests. We definitely want to hear from you. The only other diaspore I have will be a 3 carat 20. It is quite a bit more money. It's a 3 carat 20 and it is a radiant cut. So we do have that happening as well. And we have the white or the yellow available for you. So, but that's going to be quite a bit more than the $999 or really $899 this one gives you. Oh, and by the way, this yellow diamond is new. For everybody who says, show me a, oh, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. I'm about to tell you, out of my hundreds and hundreds of yellow diamonds I've had here, do we not, I'm going to wait the 18 seconds here because this one's mine too. Thank you for leaving something for me today. I'm happy about that. Did everyone get their pearl rings, the quill rings, the wraparound design? Hope you got one if you loved it. This is $999. Let me show you something. I know it's only $1 million, but look at that color. It's the best color we've had. I'm just kidding. It's not quite $1 million. Okay, don't freak out. Don't play that. We're gonna be. This is my job is to make sure it gets a home. But look at this. It's new right now. So what happens? It's just the way of the natural world here. If a stone is lucky enough to jump into that 3 carat size, what's usually going to happen is the color is going to diminish. It's going to be less color, lighter color. That's not happening here. I do believe, and again, most of them are your houses, so I can't line them up here. But I have presented thousands of yellow diamonds here in my many years here. I will say I gotta believe this is the best color of any, and that includes 1 carat and ½ carat and 2 carats, and now we are going over 3 carats. So for those of you that are looking for that big ultimate high end, here it is. Take a look at that. It's 112-7680. Just gonna show it for just pure fun. I mean, pure. This is for giggles, and yes, it makes me giggle because I kind of like these big diamonds that we very rarely bring you. And it's going to be item number 7680, and it's our 301. Wow, 3 carat 01 cushion cut square VS. Wait a minute, it's also VS, and that's tough to do even when it's a 1 carat. We have our 3 carat 01 and the huge diamonds. It doesn't stop with that center stone. You're seeing the big rounds. You're seeing trillions on either side, and then that leads into the, look at the shank done with those bigger diamonds that are graduated as well. So this is pretty special. And that is going to be, the diamond weight on the white diamonds is 2 carats 10. So yes, that leads us to give you, and all 18 karat gold, by the way, on this one, yellow and white, stays as is. That is going to be a total of 5 carats 11. In diamonds in 1 ring, and that is pretty special. This is what it looks like on, just to show you there. So just for kicks, for anybody who might just want to see what a 3 carat looks like, there it is. There's our 3 carat 01, and seriously, that color. I've had a couple 3 carats like this, very similar, but they are so light. I don't show them much because I can't fake enthusiasm very well. And I can't get excited and gush and rave about a stone that has little to no color. And I just have a higher standard for what I show you. So it's really, really the case that I don't bring out a lot of the 3 carats that are here. There are about 3 of them because they're just so light. Or one's very greenish, one's very kind of green yellow, and then it looks kind of like, it looks a little like neons. This is really a pure yellow, which is what you want. So it's a really good color. It's got the fabulous, dazzling, brilliant cut. It's also a VS stone. That's very impressive. And I really shudder to think about what that's going to be in the real world. We are so glad to have it. And if you can get us close to the $59,999 we're asking, we will make that yours tonight. And it's a beautiful look, and you're getting 5 carats plus. So very tough to do to get 5 carats in one ring, especially when that centerpiece is a yellow like that is. Don't forget about that Asher cut diaspore. It's still here. And we have a mandarin garnet. We've got our big star sapphire. We haven't been able to keep much of the blue star sapphires in stock, and I know that leaves us with a few of you missing out on them. So let me also show you our blue star sapphire, which is platinum 1128861, and that is maybe again, now we're going ideal again with the blues this time, not a lighter blue, but instead a true royal blue that gives you a deeper backdrop for this star, which is so pronounced. Well, that's quite a piece. Platinum is the setting, 349 is the stone size, and then it has 49 points of beautiful diamonds, baguettes, tapered, and rounds. Okay, so 49 points with the 349. It's wild, though, to see that color, which would be the ideal when we're talking about faceted. This is still faceted. But what I mean by faceted is not cabochon. Cabochon is that dome style finish. It's a French word. It just means that dome style. We've seen it in a lot of beautiful designer estate jewelry. This is not an estate piece. It's just one of those where you have to cut it in cabochon if you would like to see that asterism happen. There also is something else happening because it has to have those perfect intersecting degreed angled inclusions on the inside to show up as an asterism with the light. So that's also important as well. We'll come in and take a closer look. I'll block one of the lights because that's what it's going to look like at home. And you see right there, all natural 6-rayed star, just beautiful the way it's just dancing along. Look at that. Look at, there's the other one. So I'm just showing you. It's typically going to have the 1. And what we're going to do is bring it all the way on down. Isn't this a night? We've had diaspores under $1,000 in a beautiful fancy cut, big size. You've had the incredible $299 18 karat gold. I just still can't believe I'm saying 18 karat gold for $299, but I am. And it's solid gold, not plated either. So that's really important. And then now we've got the platinum and the royal blue. And I'm going to have to ignore this $59.99 price. I understand how good the color is. This is many, many, many steps up in rarity compared to the powder blues, which if you see a true blue, it's usually that light gray blue, kind of a lighter powder blue or sky blue. This is the ideal in a faceted stone. It's certainly the ideal in a star stone, and yet it's not even close to $59.99. Just have the 1. Hopefully you'll call as quickly as you can, because I know how many of you have been missing out of late on these blue star sapphires. It's gonna be like a really teeny tiny size. I'm gonna put it on anyways though, because I really think it's a ring finger ring. So I just want you to be able to see it that way. And there's where it looks like, oh, that's a beauty, isn't it? This one's not 59. Call me, we got a special surprise. Last 9 minutes of this hour. Just let me know if you like it. It is actually more beneficial to be on the phone lines early, ready to go. Helps prevent missing out. And this is not going to be 59. Let me give you some help, some confidence to feel good about calling in, because it's always worrisome. I think a lot of people feel like I'm going to force you to pay $6 grand. I will not. I'm not going to do even half that price of $3,000. That is a song for the stone. It is nothing for that stone, the size, the color, the glory of that star being as strong as they are, because they don't automatically just look like that. They don't usually give you a color like that. That's what's so impressive here. And it's not going to be $3,000 or $29.99. One caller. Who's it going to be that steals the most unusual way to get a September birthstone, which is all of 11 days away, when we will be in the month of Sapphire, September. We will celebrate and honor the birthstone that is such a well-known, beautiful, wearable, and also very tough. Remember, it's got that great hardness to wear all the time. Do not have to baby your sapphires, no matter what type or what color they are, and let's make it better than $19.99. Sell it right now. Just an easy deal for our big Wednesday night fam. Everybody's here ready to shop a deal when you see one, so that the piece you fall in love with doesn't have to be out of reach. It can be even better than you thought it should ever be. We got platinum, a $349, and I'll make it $14.99 right now, blowout price on a brand new item. This is our first time seeing it. So what a moment that is, with an extra, sure, take $150 extra off that too, so you can have it for $13.49 instead. So we'll do a little recap of what we have left from hour number 1, because we are down to it. We've got a Paraiba under 1,000. We've got a turquoise under 1,000. We have a huge 1 carat 22 champagne diamond. It's under 2,700. We've got the diaspore and the bangle. And a very important 3 carat plus diamond that is still sitting here as well and open to your offers. Okay, so it's a good night to be shopping, and it's a really good night when we're going to see Imperial topaz. I've got 1, 2, and 3. Oh, look at the pink. Okay, that pink, and then something in the middle with the pink and the orange to get. Those are all going to be coming up. Those are my best of the best in the Imperial topaz family, and we've got all 3 coming down on discount, so they're going to be going out of here as well. Don't forget there's 1 carat yellow diamond heart shape too, and that's in this designer style with that wider band. Look at this. Hello. That's a beautiful heart shape, and it's set unlike they usually are. We got Tanzanite for you tonight. I've got an 8 carat, so it's a little on the pricey side because it's an 8 carat, but you know, a lot of you like a big stone. Well, here we go. There's the 8 carat. That's a good looking stone there. 8 carat plus 1.5 carats in diamonds too. So that's going to be here. We've got some gorgeous blue zircon earrings, mandarin garnet. You let me know if any of these pieces are getting you engine revved. Let me know if that looks good to you. If you like an Asher cut mandarin with a lot of diamonds. Maybe you're into the blue zircons. They're going to give you like a neon blue turquoisey color. We already had turquoise. Here's the turquoise come alive with a blue zircon emerald cut. What do you think of that one? That's a beauty as well. Look at, see how bright that is? And that's without a light here. It just went off. Look how beautiful and bright. That's blue zircon. So let's bring you this one real quick. I'm going to make an executive decision. I'm going to say I like it. And I like the value. I like when it's cheap. Cheap, 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 cheap. When we discount it under cost, I'm happy. We should call this the Undercost Network. It's places to get low-cost items that are low quality. Low C, low Q, right? I'm not into low quality. So we have to figure out a way to do high quality, low price. That's the essence of what this is. And it's item number 112870. This is it, guys. Blue zircon. In such an unusual cut for the stone because it's the emerald cut, so we do like to see that. It's a 213, 2 carat 13. I don't have a diamond weight up there. Oh yeah, I do, 76 points. There it is, way down. So that one's gonna be, okay, let's just get this out quickly because I know we can. It's just about pricing it right. Not waiting around for the end of the show to pick up your favorites. Get something now before all the big, you know, like the people, the big audience starts about 7 o'clock. I realize that's an hour away. That's why you're here. You get first dibs. You get to take the values while they're here without missing out. That's what's so important. That's what the blue zircon looks like from a distance in every single bit. Every one of those step facets pick up the light so well and just bring it. Look at that. That's what it does. That's not going to be $3,999. Let's try something different. I love that we can blow out jewelry like this. Summer is coming to an end. For a lot of people, it's already come to an end. Maybe you've gone back to work. Maybe the kids have gone back to school. Maybe the grandkids are back. And whatever your summer or your end to summer looks like, you know that we've got a final few days to save you on the most incredible fine jewelry out there and bring down exotics to prices never seen anywhere else. And we're doing it on this one too. That's the blue zircon piece you've got to have. And yet we're gonna make it better than $39, $29, $19.99. We mean business, let's move some jewelry. Matching earrings are here if you want drops in the blue zircons, but it is go time on the ring in the emerald cut. Let's try $14.99 instead. Same price as I did on the fabulous blue star sapphire, but $13.49 at checkout. All right, we're about to welcome a few more people into Wednesday here. And I'm going to encourage you to make requests because I've shown you a lot of jewelry and we don't have a lot of it here tonight. So we're just always hoping in the last final days of this event that we'll get a lot of requests here. If there's something you've been thinking about, now is the time to pick it on up, okay? So do feel free to get those requests in because we're all going to be very surprised when we tune in one day and don't see that graphic up there. So I know it's going to be that, oh, that gut-wrenching, don't tell me I missed it. Don't tell me I waited too long. Don't tell me I knew it was going to happen and I missed it completely. Just do not want that to happen when you've got all these extra savings you have. We are going to have a heck of a top of the hour coming up. I hope everybody's ready. It is limited. There's a very special plan here. I hope everybody is ready. I know this is going to be, I mentioned there's something affordable in Tanzanite. It is here. I think we're going to do that coming up 2 minutes. Not a long wait. how about 120 seconds from right now? We'll bring it out for you. The biggest top of the hour in Tanzanites, I really do believe we've ever had, because I'm trying to satisfy. I know that so many of you already have one and you're done. You're done. You've met your blue wing block D quota. You've got it all. You're set. You're done. You've closed the museum, your own personal museum. We're going to ask that if anybody wants to gift it, or if you're still new to this world of collecting the best, you've got a chance here on something special we have planned for this Wednesday night, given it is so limited. Wanted to bring you something really dynamic here in this show tonight. So it's coming up in about 1 minute and 90, or actually 1:30 here. So 90 seconds from now. Let me know if you'd like this one for $13.49. If you want our big blue zircon, and then we will have this designer diamond piece that is based on a ring that I own and I wear every single day. And so I'm really excited. We have the matching pendant, and with princess cuts and rounds together, all doing their thing. If you're interested in this heart-shaped yellow, that is my last of the heart shapes that I will show you, because it's a really beautiful rare cut, but it's got the diamonds all the way around from this subtle dome style, plus the heart shapes on the inside. That's really pretty. Sweet too, and makes a great gift idea. And then look at this designer piece. Here's a designer necklace. It's actually going to be pendant and chain. Do want to show it to you here up close. That is an opal in the oval ×2. One is the bail, one is the large centerpiece, all done in 18 karat gold with blue sapphires and diamonds. So that is also going to be a huge closeout for tonight. But we are 30 seconds away from just a big moment here, a big moment. And when I told you at the beginning of the show, I don't know if I really did emphasize enough how important this deal is. But it is going to be truly our best. And I have fought and fought and fought to do something really special on a Wednesday night, because the schedule is still fairly new. It's, we used to be on Mondays, and we were only off Tuesdays and Fridays, and now it's Mondays and Tuesdays. So as we welcome you into Wednesday night, I'm so glad that you're here. I'm Lauren Blair. It's nice to have you. It's nice to meet you if we have not met. For those of us that have been shopping together for, 2.5 decades, well, welcome in. So glad you're here right now. This is a moment where I'm going to need everybody on the phone lines if Tanzanite's appealing at all to you. Even if you thought your collection might be through or done or finished, there is one more piece to add, especially if you don't have a pendant yet, or if you want to gift a pendant, because this is the moment right now. There is something very special that I can honestly say, for all the years that I've been doing this with Blue Wings. Now, I've been here 9 years at TVON, 25 years in the business, 9 years here at TVON, longest I've ever been in one network. I gotta say, I'm really excited that the last 6.5, almost 7, I've had Blue Wing Block Ds for you. What's really exciting about this moment is we've never done this before at this high level of value. So as we are, and I've been talking about this for a while, we are getting ready to say goodbye, a farewell to all of our Blue Wing Block Ds, every single one of them. All I have left are museum reserves. There has been nothing in the 1 carat or approximate 1 carat size for literally years. So what we've had is there have been some of our bigger stones that are sitting here that we just face the reality of the likelihood of getting the 30 carat out the door is probably slim. So what we have done is we have sacrificed it. We have taken that museum reserve. We had our we have world-renowned cutters that are on staff here. We had our gem cutters, literally, they've been working on this for weeks, and they've been basically taking that one stone and paring it down to a couple of this, what's going to be a carat 20 minimum in an Asher cut, very fancy cutting, not easy to do, especially when you're recutting from a gem and not from rough. It's a whole different deal. You're taking a gemstone that's already been faceted as opposed to taking the natural rough out of the ground. So it's more complex to do it this way, but hey, we know this has been a demand, this has been a need, it's been something we've been needing and wanting here. And I'm about to bring you the most affordable stinking piece I've ever had in Blue Wing Block D. So this should get your attention. And I've had pieces over the years that have been affordable, like $19.99 or $1,500, or even occasionally a $12.99 piece if it's a 30-pointer. That's happened in earrings a couple of times. I had those studs here. I had $9.99 studs. They were 30 points, 30-point studs in a basic no diamond gold mounting. And yet there has never been anything like this, because this is a carat 20 at least. My smallest stone is a carat 20. They go up from there. So this is important. And for gifting, I mean, I hate to talk about it when it's 108 degrees outside, but it is going to be holiday time before you know it. If you walk in the store right now, it's all Halloween stuff anyways. So you know we're getting close. And that means you can be done, have it set aside, whether it's just something you're going to wear and enjoy through the holiday season and every year thereon, beyond that, or if it's something you do want to gift. This is the world's best Tanzanite. It is only here. I know there's a lot of people who like to tell you they have the best. It's not true. There is only one place to get Blue Wing Block D, and it's right here on this show. So that would be the only place to get the actual best premium material. And you see it plain as day because it's got the red flashes, it's got the neon blues, it's got the insane vivid violets, and we're going to show it to you now. I got to come in closer on our wheel here because I know we had those huge pieces. And Jason, how can I help you? You need my help, or are you all good? Okay, so we have had the distinct pleasure of bringing you a carat 20 minimum, but that is not the end game. I also dressed this up by putting one very large diamond as your bail, whereas everything else, to keep it simple and to keep it affordable in the past, has usually been a little rabbit ear bail. That's that little split in the gold, and there's very little gold, and it's just sitting there, and you put your chain through it. This is high end. And I know it's tough to show you all the angles at once. I can't decide, do I want to show off the diamond or do I want to show off the Tanzanite? But this is Blue Wing Block D. I think we're all familiar with what that is. Carat 20 minimum, 14 karat white gold only, and it's going to be a single solitary 8-point baguette VS diamond as well as your bail. I have nobody on the phone lines. This is going to need to happen quickly. You're going to blink and miss this. 9135 is your item number. There is not much I can say except please have faith. Have faith that I'm going to bring you a value you've never seen before, that you will never see again. Even if I wanted to give away some Tanzanite, I don't have that opportunity because they are going to be gone. And that's really the motivation here, as we're saying goodbye to this material, as we're ready to say goodbye and farewell, meaning we don't have anything left. I mean, this is already a museum piece here, but again, we're not calling it that because it's been cut from the museum material. So the museum piece was 30 carats. We cut that down. So it's that same saturation level. It's a smaller stone now. So that's important to note. It's also going to be white gold. That diamond is singular and beautiful. What a way to modernize your bail and to make it less utilitarian and part of the design. Getting a significant diamond is really lovely in addition to your great big Tanzanite. And it's going to be up to 2 carats in size, by the way. The stones go everything from 120 to 2 carats, but we're just going to call it 120 minimum. I need you on the lines ready to go. Welcome into a big Wednesday night. This is why we say be with us at the top of the hours, but then kind of stay, hang out, because this is just the beginning of a 2-hour parade of the very best of the best in jewelry offered in the world. You've never seen this before. I'm going to try it on all the ways, and I know I probably should have waited till 7 o'clock, but here's the issue. Even on a Wednesday, probably going to be too many people at 7 o'clock watching to accommodate everybody on this ring or pendant. That's how limited it is. So what I'm going to do, and we'll have the ring later. As I said, we're going to have an 8 carat later on to match it. Go with it if you don't have one, but we need you on the lines because this has never happened before, and we are going to take an additional discount, and that's very, very, very important. So if you can, please do. Get on the phone lines. We're going to sell every single one of these, and they are very limited. If I told you how limited, I don't think anyone would even call in because you figure I'm not going to get one on a nationwide show. Here's the thing. We have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of viewers just online. So online is just a teeny percentage of who watches on TV. That's the more common way to watch. So this is how you do it. We're going to take it even lower. I'm going to try it on. First of all, we got to show you all the different angles because it's really impressive. You're going to use your favorite chain. I would say best for your classic chains, probably not a Diamonds by the Yard, unless it's our smaller ones. There's what it looks like from a distance away. It is simple for every day. It is that big flashing diamond, which of course baguette cutting is nice because it also matches the step faceting a bit of the Asher cut itself. Here's the length. So the length of the piece in total is going to be about 5/8 of an inch here. It just means between 1/2 and 3/4 of an inch, okay? And it's white gold only, so there's no decision to make except for one thing. The decision to make will be how many would you like? That's going to be what's critical to figure out here is how many you'd like to have. Because even if you think, Lolo, that's cute, but I only need one. Thank you. I have one neckline. I'll take one. I'm not a generous gift giver. I'm not going to give thousands and thousands and thousands of dollar Tanzanite pendants to gifts. This is not thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, and that's why you may actually give it as a gift when you think you will not. And you think you cannot, and you don't think that's a possibility until you see what I'm about to do with this incredible price tag, and yet stackable, layerable, meaning if you already have a favorite pendant you love to wear, stack this with it. Wear it higher, wear it lower, wear it wherever you want to wear it, but it's not going to be even that $2,999 price it should be. And that is very simple and straightforward. This is one of our best. It is a rare fancy cut. That is a premium cut. It's much beyond the ovals and even all the cushion cuts and pear shapes out there. We are ready, and you are not, because I don't think anyone has ever sold a Tanzanite like this for the price tag I'm about to. I know I never have, and I've been bringing incredible Tanzanite values since December of 2018. It's a long time ago, nearly 7 years ago when this all started, this project called Move the Best Tanzanites in the World that are only here with us, and you are not having to spend 29 or 19, and if you haven't dialed in, best believe it is going to be critical to do so as fast as you can. They will not last. There is no way. This is where you get many, if you want to resell some, if you want to gift some, if you want to have one as a spare, because you want one for you and one in case anything ever happens. I mean, it's so much of a value. You have to think of all the, cover the bases. Think of all the possibilities here, because this is not something we've done before. You might have been watching me sell Tanzanites here and there. I've sold a few. It's been tens of thousands of them over this nearly 7-year span, and there has never, hear me out, never, there has never been a value like this. There's never been a price tag like this. Never. Because it's not even $999. Let's let that sit for a minute and realizing that this is still a 10% off event. You're going to take 10% off every single thing you shop for in this night. And this is one of them, bringing that another $100 back to you. No choice to make on gold color. It's just the white gold to match the white diamond because we didn't want to take away. We spent a lot of money on those gorgeous white diamonds. By putting a white diamond like that in a baguette in yellow gold, it would be terrible to do. You know why? Because you wouldn't be showing off how high quality that diamond is. We're going to have a little backup on our phone lines. We already do, actually. So bear with us. We don't have a lot of operators here, and we know that Wednesday night, we're just getting our week started here together. We know this is going to go. This is why you can't miss a Wednesday from here on out, because these are the kind of things that I plan and prep for you all week long so that we can make Wednesdays the night that actually has the best values of all. And this is it right now. It's not going to be even $9.99. Take a look at it. We've only got a couple to go around. Operators, will you do me a favor and tell me how many you would like? Because this is so ridiculously good. It's for the best in the world, so that if you already have a blue wing and a ring or another pendant you want to layer it with or earrings, my goodness, it's going to go. You're going to have the exact match. I'm stunned. We have the best value here at $9.99, and I've got 4 of them spoken for. Well, my Tanzanite lovers, good thing I'm motivated tonight. This is go time. And August 20th is here. And on August 20th, we're 4 months away, guys. 4 months away. You are shopping holiday gifting. You are shopping one for yourself. You are shopping if you've never thought you would own a blue wing before. There's never been one this price. Not at least here, not in our fine jewelry, and we are the only ones with this material. This is go time. I'm not even going to make it $899 or $888. That's not a 5-point stone. It's not a half carat. It's not a 75 pointer. It's not even a 1. We're guaranteeing you that one, carat 20. You're guaranteed to get that or more. So they go up to 2 carats because it's not an exact science. This isn't cookie cutter. It's not stamped out. You cut what you can. You cut them for the same dimension, and every one of them is going to have a different carat weight depending on how deep that stone is. So even though they're all going to look the same visually, some are going to be 2 carats. Some are going to be carat 80s. Some are going to be carat 79s. This is the carat 20, and it will not be $880. I got to go even lower. Jason, do you want one already? Who's that? Thank you. They're so kind. They're already saying I want one. I'm in. It will not be $888. Can't sell things to people who aren't watching. That's really difficult to do. You can be a really good host, but you can't sell something to people that aren't watching. This is my message out to you. You got to start watching on Wednesdays, because this is what happens. I do the craziest things you've ever seen. You could have watched every show I have done since December of 2018, and you've never seen this. I'll go lower. It's not even $799, and we will give you 10% extra off, and they will sell out. There is no chance I have one available, not at the end of the night, at the end of the presentation. No chance, because this is how we make your Wednesday. And this is how, if you swear up and down, I'm just a window shopper. I'm a window shopper. I'm just watching because I like to see jewelry. This is where you pick up the phone, make a first purchase, get your Blue Wing Block D, add something to the collection, get something different you don't already have. This is where you have to. You have to try it, because when you do, you are going to be awfully happy you did. And you can watch tomorrow and the next day and the next week and the next month, and you can watch me next year in 2026. You're never going to see this value again. We don't have any more. This is it. And it's not $777. It gets better. All you can do is dial. That's all you can do. If you get one, congratulations. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. I have nothing else that even comes close to this value. What about $699? There's a huge individual diamond at the top. I can't stress how much that diamond is worth. That's a good $400 or $500 diamond right there, as it is atop your bale. It could have been so simple. We could have just put in the basic gold. We did not. It needed, the Asher cut was so good and so important and so live with color. We had to really amp it up. We had to give it the diamond and the bale it deserved, and you are not having to pay $699. We're going even lower, 10% extra off. You need to be on the phone lines. We're very busy. We're wild. It's almost sold out. I'm still not to the lowest price. Are you kidding me? I'm going even lower. I so badly want you to try this, and I'm talking to the first-time shoppers, people who have never, if you have never made a purchase from this show before, this is the one you try. This is the one that makes it happen. And I know, I'll give you a fair warning. You pick this up tonight at this price, you are going to be a shopper here for life. You're going to have to close those other accounts at those other places you shop because you're going to go, I don't need you anymore. This is where we get the best. At the best price, best quality, best price, all of it. You get everything you could ever want and more. And it's not going to be $699 either. Shall we try this? I got a good old-fashioned loss leader, which means I'm losing money on every single one of them for you so that we can enjoy this together, have a moment where I'm telling you, if you don't get this, you'll never own a blue wing in your life. If this isn't for you, there's nothing I can do to satisfy your need for a Tanzanite. And nothing anybody could do. Nobody's got material like this. We're really busy on the phone lines. Operators, let me know when you've got 1, 2, or 3, because I got to tell you, I have one caller, Cheryl, over here, who's already getting 3. She's already signed up for 3. Cheryl may be getting more because this price is going even lower, and it's not $699, and I'm rolling with it because I just want to sell them out. I'm going to make sure that I'm true to my word. I said they'd sell out. I got to go lower in the price just to make sure they do. It's not $699. It's not $650. It's not $649. You get this pendant. If there's one thing you buy from me ever, you don't even have to ever watch the show again. This is all you need. In a Tanzanite pendant, I will never have anything like this again. This is all you need to get your hands on. Just get it. We ship it to your door for free, by the way. Here's all the extras. If you're going, what's the catch? What am I missing? We ship it to your door for free. There's no gold color change here. It's white gold only. We ship it to you for free. There's no membership charge. There's no hidden fee to it. There's no extra anything. It's just get it at this value. And we're giving you 10% off tonight in addition. So it's not even $649. Take a look. Come on over. And already, who's got one? Jason, did you get one too? They're not going to stick around and wait for the final price? I think I did it, Tony. I think I did it. I went too low. I had someone just hang up. They're going, it looked pretty. I liked it when it was $3,000, and now it's $649. It can't be that good. It is that good. Listen, I've been selling only the best in jewelry for a long time. This is something that was new to our network in 2018, and we are almost sold out of it. It's a huge, huge, huge moment for you. That's all it is. I've never had one this affordable. I mean, really, we have 30-point studs. 30 points. They're 30-point teeny studs. They're more money. They're more money. This is not $649. I'll tell you, there are values, and then they're just, oh my goodness, head turning. How do we do this? Just take it. Let's get it out the door. Not even $649. Let's send it out right now for $599. And then we'll take an extra $60 off that. So you're paying $539. You're getting a carat 20, it's set in gold, not platinum, because platinum is not as expensive by, not even close to gold. You're getting solid gold. You're getting one huge diamond, which that could have been done. How many do you have? 3 to 1 caller over there. This is exactly what Cheryl did. Now, Andy, you've got a caller. Who is that? Getting 3. 3 going out to 1 caller. Jason's got 2. This is it, guys. Not a time to wait. They are $539 a piece. That is what you actually pay. You don't pay $599. You pay $539 and a dime. That is a value, my friends. And that's why you take advantage of it. And do get more than one, because if you think that I'm playing, and you can call me tomorrow in the morning, you can talk to somebody here in the morning during customer service, and you can say, I missed the show. I hear this every single day of my life. The emails I get, I have literally a standard automated email. I just do. For the hundreds of emails I get daily that say, I was watching the recap. I couldn't join you live. I missed the show, and I really want the item you presented. Is it still available? The answer is no. And this is going to be that piece that tomorrow, no doubt, all the people that were, I don't know, out and about on a Wednesday night who were not here live are never going to get a chance to own this. And that's why you're here live with us, because these opportunities are here only during the live show. That is it. It's just that simple. It's just that easy. And we really do. Otherwise, we don't need a TV show, right? We could just put everything. We're not an online boutique, though. That's not how we roll. That's not how we work. That's great for places that have unlimited inventory and commonplace gems and have, you know, unlimited quantities and can pump out huge amounts of man-made jewelry. That is not how we operate. That is not how we work, because we're working with only the finest out of Mother Nature. So it becomes really about one of a kinds, two of a kinds, five of a kinds, things like that, where we cannot just give all of this, you know, we can't just sell these to our heart's content. I would love to let this live online for years to come and give you a great value and give you 10% off, but this is happening tonight, and when they're sold out, which is around the corner, then they're sold out. And that's the idea. I mean, I've got a longtime shopper here just messaging me, and she said, I'm watching right now. She owns my Tanzanite. She has a bunch, and she says, it is so great for you to give your audience the chance, because it's true. Everyone, and I'm so leery of that. You know, you don't do this for 25 years and learn a thing or two. You know, I may just be like a dumb blonde, but like, you don't just do this for 25 years and not get it and not understand what jewelry shoppers are looking for. And listen, here's the facts. The facts are the facts is that I shop with a lot of you every day where you're viewers of the show, and I appreciate that. But there's a lot of people for which this jewelry is not in budget because it's fine jewelry. It's just about seeing the best and seeing the opportunity to see what really good quality looks like. Again, that's how life works, right? But it is wonderful. My whole goal in this, really, before I retire, is to really give those opportunities while I can to say, let's just still bring you that premium, but really open it up to budgets that may not have actually had the opportunity to shop the best before. And that's really what, it's one thing if you've got $5,000 to spend, you can get a lot of different Tanzanites here. But when you have a $500 or $539 budget, it gets you sterling silver in today's day and age, and it gets you a Tanzanite that is really pale. It gives you a lovely lavender color, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if it's sterling silver and a lavender color, you haven't yet experienced the best. And I really, this is rare, because obviously we're dealing in gold and we're dealing with the best. There's no corner cut here. So this is just a matter of, it's a loss leader moment, so I can say in good faith that I gave as many people as possible the opportunity to own the best by bringing that price of $3,000, which is right there that it should rightfully be, and brought it down to $539, and did it during the sale event. Could have waited till next week and not seen it on sale, but instead we're seeing it here tonight on sale. So you not only get this loss leader price right there, right there, but you get the 10% off. And why not save another $60? I'd say yeah. So this is the moment, and if you're just tuning in, this is the one you want to grab. If you don't have a blue winged block D Tanzanite, if you want to gift a blue winged block D Tanzanite, whatever the case may be, now actually the light's out, which really is, you know, I cannot help but laugh. There's a phrase, it's an old adage where people say, we got to do this like when you're in sales, you say, I got to sell this many to keep the lights on. We literally can't keep the lights on, literally can't keep the lights on. And it's because of values like this. So, okay, so we don't have a light. But you know what, in this case, it actually helps because you're seeing that really truly, you see it more now, it looks more now like it's going to look in person because it's lower light. The light just went out. So that's the beauty of it, is you're seeing it in lower light, kind of replicates more of what you're going to see in person. Now watch this, there's full light. See how that's, you actually saw more of the true to life color and saturation red flashes when you actually see it in a lower light, because I stand in a TV studio. So if you're going, well, I'm not going to be in the dark, I'm not talking about the dark. It's just TV studios are, there's a reason I'm a migraine sufferer. I didn't have a migraine in my life until I got into this business. So, you know, it's the lights. I mean, this is harsh lights. And standing, you know, sitting under lights like this for 5 minutes or 10 minutes a day, one thing. When you're doing it for 3 hours a day, it's something. So you got to understand, TV lights are a little bit brighter than most everything. So it really is important to remember that. So when this stone is seen in person, it's why everyone says when they get it at home, wow, hey, it looks even better in person than it did on TV. How does that work? It does, and that's because these are the worst lights for a situation like Blue Wing Block D. The neons are best shown when you actually have a lower light, and anything is lower light than where I'm standing. So that's your opportunity right there to get it. We're in last call. Let's give it 60 seconds, and we'll see. I don't know how many we could possibly have left at this point, but Suzanne, we've got a beautiful yellow diamond ring. Can I ask where Suzanne's calling from or what her last name is, Andy? I won't say it over the air, but I would love to know which Suzanne this is. Because I know a few Suzannes, and I just want to make sure I know who I'm talking to here. Because if I do, I have something very important to say about this ring. Just, you know, having gotten to know a lot of you shopping over the years, I will say I get to know what you like too. and what you need. And there is something very special about this weekend presentation I had. We have 30 seconds left on the Tanzanite pendant, $539 at checkout's amazing. You've got a last call opportunity until it's almost sold out. That's really crucial. Take full advantage. Sorry, I do need some water today, guys, sorry. Okay, so Suzanne, I had this over the weekend. It was on Sunday. Let's give you another look. Thank you for asking for it today. It is still available, luckily, and that is great news. And having it set aside for you, very important. Here is our 170 yellow diamond. 9119 is the item number. It is an enormous pear shape. It's already 170 in size, but does end up looking quite a bit larger. Two different reasons why. Pear shapes tend to do that. Then you have the additional halo wrapping around it. So that together makes for a very large visual. You also have white diamonds every which way. Interesting that it says 1 carat. It looks like more. A big reason for that is the princess cuts. It's almost like you have a 3-stone style in the way the princess cuts are set on the sides. And that's going to be our overall 284 total weight stunning piece. And as we remind you what the inside looks like and remind you that it's in two-tone gold and give you a look at it here on the hand so you can see that it is not a small piece. Definitely, definitely not. It is a larger style piece. It is a larger scale ring, but I don't mean that in a heavy, uncomfortable way. I would never show it to you if it was. So that's what it looks like from a distance. Here's what it looks like up close. It is one of those that is not to be missed if you're waiting on one of the bigger ones because they are getting tougher and tougher by the day. Sure, brought you a 3 carat earlier. The 3 carat is $60,000. Maybe you go here. I like to, again, I pride myself on having different pieces for every budget, like we just talked about with the Tanzanite. This is that moment where we're bringing you a ring that is not going to be $17,999. That is where it was, and I'm not talking retail. Oh, no. Retail would be spooky scary, and we don't need to go there. I just like that you literally don't need to go there. Someone who just, I don't know, maybe it's just because I live in this crazy city called Los Angeles. It's a nightmare to get around. It's a nightmare to go shopping, parking, dealing with crowds. I mean, it's a city that has more population than most states do, so it's just a lot. So I think it's a luxury to not have to go deal with sales associates who may or may not know what they're talking about. Kind of depends. You know, you don't usually need a gemology degree to be a sales associate at a store. So it's one of those things where when you really want to invest into a great piece that you're going to have forever, and it's a more important piece in your collection, I think you want to know, you want to really truly know what it is, the natural color of that diamond, the fact it's not treated or enhanced in any way. You want to know that it's got that great setting with the VS diamonds around it. You want to know that it wasn't heat treated. You want to know that it's the brilliant cut, which is another step up. All those things, all those characteristics make a difference. And the fact that all that said, and we're not even asking for $7,999 with even that $10,000 already off, and it just gets better. It's not $79. It's not $69. Man, I know, Suzanne's not the only one that was thinking about it. It was at the very tail end of our Sunday show, which was FYI, sounds like it was weeks ago, but that was the last time we all saw each other, was the end of Sunday's show. So here's your chance. A lot of people have thought about it. It's not even $69.99, and also one of those pieces that has the best opportunity to save a lot of extra additional money just by the 10% off, and it's going to be only $5,999 with an extra $600 off. So it'll be $53.99 instead, and everything about it is VS. I know that's not up there, so I'm just going to mention that. Everything, including the center, is also VS. So that's going to be actually set there. It's set on your information. It's really good to know, and I think we're all probably seeing that. If you got that big a look at it up close and personal as you are, and you can't find a flaw, I think you know. That's really, really strong, and that's very important. So that'll be $53.99. We've got our beautiful designer pendant coming up in diamonds. I'll keep flashing the Tanzanite until it's no longer ours to show. That Tanzanite pendant at $5.99 is still, okay, we now have 3 left, so that's not many. And obviously most people do join us in the next half hour or so. That we know. We used to start at 7 o'clock. It's really the appropriate time to start these networks. So we are someone who, we get a lot more viewership once that 7 o'clock hour hits out here on the West Coast. So just a reminder there on that one, if you are mulling over getting one of the last 3 that are there, $5.99 and then $59.99 on the yellow diamond. So Suzanne, let me know if you're thinking about that one, or if there are any questions I can answer about that one for $284 overall. But really it pairs down to what's in the center. 170 natural yellow, that same perfect color. We saw that in the 3 carat earlier, and we were marveling at how perfect the color is. No brown, no orange, no green. You just really want a yellow to be pure yellow. It actually, believe it or not, even if it's greenish, green diamonds are very, very exotic, but green diamonds in their whole form, which I mean all solid green, not yellow green. Yellow green's not ideal. It's the bright, bright yellows. If you want your yellows to be think like rays of sunshine. Beautiful bright color right there. So $53.99 on that one. We have our Imperial Topaz Trio. It's a blowout. That's coming up as well. We'll get to one fabulous Sierra Santa Maria. We're going to try to make that one affordable for you. And then anything else you'd like to request. This is our first request of the day. So something I would highly recommend. And again, we have the 3 carat. I'm looking for offers on the 3 carat as well. 3 carat was here earlier. We'll be recapping everything that is not sold, and it will all sell. So if you are thinking about something from earlier, it's not here because it's not good. It's here because not a lot of people watch till 7 o'clock. So that's really the key. So here we go. This is my diaspore. I have 2. I either have the white gold or the yellow gold. You're going to get a choice of, and look, I got them to show you. So we are not leaving you in the dark here. To be quite honest, I'm not a fan of the stone, so I'm probably just going to toss it. And I don't mean throw it in the trash. I just mean what we can do is deset the stone. It's a cool stone. It's just not as crisp as the other. So I'm not going to offer that one, but here's the good news. I mean, the mounting's right here, so it wouldn't be the end of the world to set that stone in the white gold mounting. So I'm not opposed to doing that. But I'm not going to sell you the white gold with that stone, because that stone just doesn't hold a candle to this stone. Item number is 1117040, and Suzanne, let us know what you think of that pear shape, or if anybody else would like it. It is up for grabs. It is our one and only. So here is, and it's amazing how more often than not, requests come out for one caller and someone else takes them. So again, you guys know by now to not stand on ceremony, as they say, and just call us. It's all a free-for-all. So that's really what's so critical here. All right, so we have our big 320. I told you earlier when we had the smaller Asher, I did mention there would be a larger one. This is it. So it's still not getting into these like crazy oversized amounts like we've had lately. There's been several of late that have been 20 carats and 15 carats, and they're great. They're great, but they also come with a really hefty price tag. So it's nice to see this here tonight at a better price than what it's ever been before. That's kind of the deal. That's my promise. I can't have a sales show and mark things up. It's about marking it down. It's about getting you a better deal. It's about doing all of that and more, and then saying, oh yeah, now take your 10% off too. I haven't done enough. You take your extra 10% off, and that way it really is a value. And here we are at that halfway point of our big Wednesday night show. Let me know what requests you have. If I'm not showing it what you like, you got to tell me. We'll bring it out gladly. But this is going to be our one and only here in that stone, carat 15 and diamond weight. That is the miracle that are these diaspores. Bright, hot, pinky purple flashes, bright red flashes coming through. That's what we want to see. Here's what it looks like on the hand. What a beauty. And you can see there how large it is thanks to that 3 carat 20 size, and we'll go even lower. And look at that. There's no dulling that shine, that snap, that spark that these stones have. Of course, the phenomenal ability to change color. You're already seeing previews. It's like a little preview. See all those pinks, and just pay attention to those pinks and purples, because that stone in incandescent light will be entirely that color. And yet it's vibrant. It's bright. It's bold, and I'll make it just really cheap. Let's do it. I mean, we got to move some jewelry, and we got 1 hour and 28 minutes to do it. So it's going to be a wild night ahead, and we need to know if you like this one, because if you do, it is yours for the taking under, listen, we got a $49.99 price. Makes sense. 3 carat 20. You've probably heard about these stones. Maybe they're one source stones in the world. They were going in the wholesale trade just this past February. That's kind of when they really hit wholesale. They were out there in Tucson going for $3,200 a carat. Then Vegas rolled around, and then they went for even more. Same stones, by the way. Same stone, same dealer, same source. There's only one. And suddenly the stones got even more expensive. That's what happens with everything. Things get more expensive. Not here. We're going to make this one not $49. I promised you a better deal. That's just not going to do it tonight. So we'll take it down half off, make it $2,500. You know what I was going to do? Make it $24.99. Even better. And then we need requests, and we'll have that big Imperial topaz blowout for you coming up. 3 great rings, one of the rarest stones in the world. We'll show it to you. We've got 3 options, so hopefully something for everybody. 24, 2,000. How's 2,000 sounding? Any better? 1999 perhaps? Nah. We're going lower. Not 19. 18. I'm in giveaway mode. Here we go, a Wednesday to remember. Not 1888, not 1777. I'm going to make it even better. Let's go $16.99 and 1 caller. I'm not selling the white gold no matter how much you offer me. I will not sell that white gold. I can put this one in the white gold if you want. That's the deal I'll make with you. We can do that one in the white gold instead. I can move it right on over and discard that stone. That stone will never be seen again. But this one, fabulous. And that's what it's all about. Giving you the best, even on sale. Doesn't matter. It's got to be on sale. Fine. But we still want to bring you the best of the best. We're always committed to that. So here it is at $16.99. Of course, you're $170 off that price. It's going to make it even more affordable for you. So that means you got it for $15.29. We may need to do an auction. That could get very interesting. Could it not? Well, let's bring out our big aquamarine that's brand new, because that's the thing lately. It seems to be trending at the TVON world. It's really trending here is the Sierra Santa Maria aquamarines. Let's show it to you now. This is the best of the best, but not the 14. I've had so many 14 carats and 16 carats and 10 carats lately, and guess what? They're all gone. But it does. It leaves a number of people asking, reaching out personally and saying, do you think you might have one that's a bit smaller? But I don't want the color to fade. I don't want the color to be any less. And that's what we have right here. Let's take a look at this on the hand too, just to show you right off the bat how big this is. It's going to be item number 112-9140. It's our Sierra Santa Maria, and that is some serious color. That also is going to be a 136 stone, and then we did not skimp on those diamonds. 136 in the center and 105 in a double halo of the round brilliance as well. So this is a big moment. Let's go ahead and take, okay, another $49.99 piece. I'm full of the $5,000 price point tonight. Let's make it a little bit better. Auctioning it off, letting you decide. Here's your chance to come on in and steal it. And somebody will, and I hope it's you, if you're digging the aquamarines, because that stone is like a blue, we have a place out here called Blue Heaven, and that, I think, is an even prettier version. Here's what I've got. A big value, auctioning it off to let the really kind of get the enthusiasm showing here, because we always get excited about lower prices. But when it starts to get too low and we say, here's what I'm looking for, we're looking for phone calls, we're looking to get people in, we're looking to help you own something for a lot less than it ever should be, we're not even starting at 4,000, 35, or 3. Not 25, not 2. I'm starting at, and you've got to understand this because we are the manufacturer. Nobody else out there on TV manufactures their own jewelry. They just don't. That is a fact. So when we do, when you hear, I love when people talk about cost, because to be honest, it's really tough to know the cost when there were a good 8 or 9 steps between the cost and the person that's selling it to you. They don't know the cost. I mean, let's be real. How do you know the cost if you didn't make it? And, oh, yeah, no, wait, there was somebody who supplied the gold, and then there's somebody who supplied the stone, and a different person supplied the diamonds, and then somebody put it all together. Someone else designed it in the first place. Someone else cast the mold. So you've got the mold is made, this piece is cast. That's all done separately. So to put it all together, who knows where it actually started? But it's part of why jewelry so much is because every step along the way, you're adding. Do you think that gemstone dealer is not making a profit? What about the diamond dealer? What about the cast, the model maker for the mold? What about the casting that's done? Everybody's making their fair share, their cut. We, on the other hand, are the manufacturer. So I can tell you right now that making that 105 diamond mounting, that you have to visualize it for a moment without the aqua. The diamond mounting without the aqua, if there was just a big empty void in the middle there, that's the mounting price. It was made here. And then the stone is set as the final step. So what I'm telling you is that that mounting without the aqua cost us more than $2,000 to make. Sorry, that's today's gold world, diamond world, and everything else. I wish I could make that for $5. I wish I could. but those days have never happened. And making something like this for even $2,000 are over. And we know that because nobody's going to bring you a better deal than we can. Nobody's going to have the diamond deal and the gold deal. Heck, I tell you all the time, we melt down our own gold. When a piece sits here and doesn't sell, we melt it. That then provides us the jumping off point to make the new gold that made that mounting. So that's why it's a value. Nobody else is doing $2,000 for a carat 05 in diamonds separately. The gold mounting separately is more. That's why when you put the 105 in the gold, it needs to be more than $2,000. And then you add the really important aquamarine, and we're not even at 2. Let's go better, lower on the open. It will be a $10 increment, no less. And we're not doing 19 or 18 or 17. So now we're back at cost for you. Because if nobody's called in, it just means it's not a good enough value for our audience tonight. And that's why when you've got a smaller audience, it gets more interesting, doesn't it? Because it just becomes even more critical to make those values all the better. That's what this is. That's what's happening. And we don't have 17. How about $1,600? Let's try this. Let's go $1,500 to open, and that's that. 15. And well under cost on the mounting. The aqua right now free, and there's savings everywhere you look in that dynamic, one-of-a-kind, beautiful aqua. So 15 to get it started. Let's give it 60 seconds. I'll try it on again for you as well. It's even got that split shank, which is nice, and I don't mean split all the way down. I mean just from basically where the fingers meet here when it's on the hand. You see how it splits? That's just always a wise idea when you're anchoring a bigger platform. You see how large that piece is on the hand? It's not a small, teeny, tiny little baby piece here. It's got some size. So that's important too. So you just kind of give it a little wider platform there through the middle so that it can be supported properly and kind of sit nicely on the hand. We always want our jewelry to look nice when it's on the hand. So it's not just as simple as about the stone and the diamond. Sometimes it's about the construction, the design itself, the execution of that piece, and how you made it so that it sits beautifully and comfortably on the hand at the same time. So 1,500 we're looking for. We don't have it. We've got our Imperial Topaz Trio coming up. Let's do that. That's going to be fun. A blowout on Imperial Topaz, some of the most important material that exists in this world. And we're going to recap our blue wing until it sells. We will make sure those sell out. We've got our 3-carat yellow diamond, still waiting on an offer on that one. Black diamond bangle, carat 22 champagne. Paraíba was here under $900. Same with a diaspore and an Asher cut. We have already had some amazing values. We're going to keep that going for an hour and 20 more minutes. Let me know what your requests are, because if I'm not showing you what you need, you can pick up the phone and tell us exactly what you'd like to see, and we'll bring it out. Okay, so no open on that one. We're going to show you. We've got a really special Imperial Topaz. Now, this is a stone that is a bit of a misunderstood gemstone. It's actually one of the most valuable in the world. You'll see in auctions when it's been auctioned off at big auction houses, it's gone for significant funds. Some of the most expensive, that is the prettiest stone I've seen in Imperial. That is gorgeous. I also have another true pink. So this is going to be kind of like what I like to call a wheel of the shades of Imperial, is what I like to call this. Because really, truly, I have only, well, I'm not going to show you the basic. There's not a one up here that's yellow. Not a single one is yellow or even orangey yellow. These are all going to have elements of pink, just different amounts. As you see on the left, pretty pure pink. In the middle, that's what I would call a 50-50. It's pink and orange at an exact same ratio. On the right side, it's got a little element of pink, but still the orange is the majority, okay? So we've got 3 different choices. One-of-a-kind rings, all one-of-a-kinds and all over 1 carat, luckily. So we've got the carat 05 in the middle and the round. That's my carat 05 right there. It's in the rose gold, but you can change it, so do not worry. I love that we're also showing you. It really is a kind of build your own Imperial moment, because we have 3 different shades of the stone, which are all natural, by the way. So that's not just, oh, one was heated more, one was heated less. These are all natural out of the ground, that color. So you can't change it. You can't. It's not like other topaz that you just coat or you heat for years. That's what how the blue topaz work. Of course, there's the pink topaz that are well known to be coated or it scratches off. This is a natural stone out of Ouro Preto, Brazil. That's the name of the mine, Ouro Preto. And it's in Brazil. And of course, it is one of the foundations of the rare gem family. of collectibles here. And we are so proud to bring you either the Carat 05 round, which of course you're going to have. I love that you're seeing them all in different shades of gold, yellow, rose, and white. We start with the 105 in the middle. That's going to have 72 points in diamonds right here. And then we have the next size up, which is the 124 over here. It's also the rarest of them all. If you want to differentiate, it is the rarest of them all right here because it is the most pink. That is the toughest to get. I have worked for years side by side with the mine owner himself. We were part of selling loose gems for a lot of years in 2004 and all the way till 2010. So spent a lot of time on the air working with the mine owner himself, and never, I can tell you right now, never, I would spend literally 6-7 hours at a time selling Imperials, never saw a stone as pink as what you see on the left there. Every now and then there'd be one that's more representative on the right, but nothing that's as pink as what you see in the center or on the left side. And we've got these incredible values. So that's the 124 over here, pure pink, and then it's got 53 points in diamonds. The largest is actually going to be that pear shape. And that pear shape is a 137, 74 points in diamonds and yellow gold. That one's the only one that's got to stay, by the way. The only one that stays in the yellow gold is the yellow gold. So the other ones you can change, switch up as you like. Let's make them a really big value, and the very first callers are going to take them, and be very proud when you get them. There's a lot of collectibles in gems, no doubt about it. You can collect fancy diamonds, chameleon diamonds. There's all kinds of rare stones like tourmalines and paraiba, and rubies are great. Tanzanites are wonderful if they're good quality, but very, very few rival what this does. Two key factors here that you must remember about this topaz that separates it from the rest of its family. No different than any other real life family, right? Sometimes, you know, there's certain performers in a family that perform just a little higher level than other family members, right? That's just a fact. That's the truth of it. And in the topaz family of gems, this is the most rare, the most unique, the most special, the most different, the most bold, and all natural in its color. And remember, it's one source in the world, but it's also all natural. So those are really the two key driving forces behind why the prices get so expensive ordinarily. 60,000 and up per carat, all of which up here are over a carat in size. They're not $60,000. And it's a collector's moment here, no doubt about it, as we are wrapping up hour number 2 here. Let me know what you'd like to see, because that's not going to be 60. There are actual verifiable per carat prices out there that took place years ago at $60,000 and more per carat. They were not set in jewelry. They were just loose stones. This is where you get the perfect piece, the wearable design. I want to show you how this one looks. That's that cigar band style. That's wider. Also love the round. I just think these rounds, boy, it's so rare. You know how rare it is to get a round. And then we'll show you the pear shape as well. So you can kind of gauge if the scale is important, which it is. You want it to be wearable. You want it to be something you enjoy. When the scale becomes important, you really need to see the options here as they display on the hand. But we will do better than 60 or 6 or 5 or 4 or 3. They cannot be 3. And tonight, you've got the blowout of all blowouts. What's missing here is just oro, preto, mais fino, and sure, but it's what we're doing with the price tag. They're great stones, they're beautiful mountings, but it's the price tag that's so good. It's the blowout element aspect here. That's what we're doing that makes this so wild. And not going to be 3,000 or even 2,000, they will fly. There's just no, you don't sell, it's like if I had the Hope Diamond up here and said, okay, first caller can have it for $1. That's the thing, guys. This is not what happens on this stone. It's too rare, it's too valuable, it's too limited. It's one of the world's natural gems that's of the highest degree, and it's not going to be even $19.99 per ring up there. So all you have to do at this point is pick a piece, that's it. Add it to the collection, be forever happy. It's also the original November birthstone. I like to point that out as November comes arriving here shortly, is that may be the one that you're missing. When you've heard about topaz as your birthstone, that's what they mean. It was replaced with citrine because nobody could find Imperials, and that was way back when. It's not gotten any easier to find the precious and natural topaz of the world. We are just so fortunate not only to have it, but to bring it and to offer it affordably. And that, my friends, is exciting, because that's not what anyone else does. When it's a really rare stone, it usually commands those really rare price tags, which are just big price tags for rare stones. The more rare it is, the higher it goes. That's what's such a thrill about this style. And all 3 we have, and they're not even $19.99. They're not $18.99 either. We're going $1,888 for anyone your choice, and they will be an extra 10%. Why not? Take another nearly $200 off, $16.99. We got 60 seconds with that wheel, and we've got more. The jewelry never ends. But what we need to know is what you want. Is it mandarin? Is it opal? Is it that big 28 karat Tanzanite? Maybe that's what you need. Is the big 28 karat blue wing block D round that's in a pendant with about, nearly 4 carats in diamonds? That could be the one you're looking for right there. That's a giveaway tonight. That's our lowest price ever. That's going to be 10% off. We even have a new sapphire and platinum. So whatever it is you need, you say the word, you get it. Look at that. That's a new sapphire. Okay, that one's got to be shown. That's a cool asymmetrical design. Little sapphire action with the diamonds on the other side. We'll show that to you. And then if anybody wants our heart-shaped yellow diamond, it's here too. 1 carat 01 yellow diamond heart. Not seen very often there. So we're excited about that one. Don't forget about that aquamarine. Yes, tried to get that one started in the auction. Did not. We got that one here for you if you want us to bring it on back. Got the big, these are blue zircon earrings. These are gorgeous. These are really something. Look at that. Huge elongated ovals, diamonds top and bottom, great diamonds in the lever back front hoop as well. And then here's our Imperial. So again, this to me is like getting a padparacha, but more rare. I would definitely take that. Let me tell you something, if that were padparacha, somebody would be gobbling it up. It's rarer than padparacha. And there aren't many stones that can boast that. Rarer than padparacha sapphire, and yet it's got all that beautiful color blending we want to see with a padparacha. All right, we move along. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Happy Wednesday, one and all. Let's just give this one away. The big yellow diamond, heart-shaped stone, 112-6903. Don't forget, I'm going to recap that Tanzanite at the top of the hour because we have a few left. We have 3 pendants left. It's our most affordable Tanzanite in the entire inventory. As of today, there are over, and please understand this because this is a fact and this is crazy, there are over 33,000 pieces of jewelry right now in our inventory as of today, August 20th. Lot of jewelry. It's a lot of jewelry, a lot of different styles. There is the most affordable Tanzanite piece I have out of that entire inventory was here tonight, an hour ago. I will recap it if you haven't seen it. If you're still thinking about it, you may want to just go ahead and get it now because at the top of the hour is when our audience arrives. And then we show it and we're going to need like 100 of them that I don't have. So we only have 3. So we'll get back to that. Here's the heart shape though that I wanted to show you. It's our 101 natural VS yellow diamond heart shape and it's got diamonds all the way around it. Carat 20 in the diamond. So how about 221 overall in your diamond weight? It looking good. And then my favorite part about it is it doesn't look like everything else we bring. I've had a lot of 1 carat yellow diamonds. They all look the same. Double halo, bridge, double halo, bridge, double halo, bridge, double halo. That's what we show. This is more of a mountaintop of a dome, but it's not wide. It's not oversized. It's not complicated to wear. Let me show it to you on the inside. There's all that finishing. Forgive the extra little, whatever from the residue of the tag there. This is all a heart shape on gallery. I want you to see what this looks like on because you're going to see diamonds from every single angle. All the way, that's what it looks like, sure, the up front view, side view, the other side view. Look at that, every which way, that's where you're getting that carat 20 wrapping around the entirety, and it's not like a big side-to-side cigar band style. It doesn't do that. We've all seen those big dome styles that go whoop, they go way up high, they're impractical to wear. That's not it either. Look at how simple that is. Enough elevation to see those diamonds on the side, but nothing that makes it complicated to wear. And we've got one, and it's our last heart-shaped yellow. So that's exciting, and it looks great. You've got that beautiful cutting. You've got some really strong color. You've got that inside under gallery, and we'll make it really affordable, like $29.99, save you $300 off that too. So even better. And then we've got our top of the hour 9 minutes away. Let me know. Requests are welcome. We'd love to hear from you. If you want to know more about the Tanzanite, the 27 karat 90 round that we have, please let me know. We can show that to you. It is marked down to its best markdown of all time. There is an extra 10% off, which is going to equate to a lot of extra savings here tonight. So we'd love to know if you're thinking about that 28 karat Tanzanite. Got to get that one at home. And then a piece that is near and dear to my heart, quite literally. It will be near to your heart as well because it's a pendant. And this is one of those great designer styles, which is probably going to need my help, but this is really complex. So great, great, great history on this because when I first wore in my ring, and I accidentally, it was an oopsie moment, I wore one of my favorite designer rings to the show. This was when I was brand new here, and it didn't leave a very good first impression because that was the rule, was don't wear anything that, is not our own. And then later down the line, I brought my signet ring. And once we made it for you guys and made it available here, they say you can wear your signet ring. So this is where I didn't want to take my ring off because I have the ring version of this. And I wore it for one night, one 3-hour show. And it kind of caused a stir. And of course, y'all said, is that who we think it is? Designer design? And it's, yeah, it was. And it was a gift, and it was, wonderful. And love the ring. Of course, with the popularity of that one fleeting glance, I said, wonder if we could make it. Something like it. At the time, we'd never worked with a princess cut diamond ever. So this was a long time ago. We made the ring. They took my ring, looked at the way it was designed, wanted to kind of design it to a T to match with the under gallery and all the details. And you know what they said to me? Keep in mind, I wasn't offended. I didn't buy the ring. But it was a ring that I still love to this day. It was gifted to me. It cost over 30 grand. They said, you realize that we're going to have to make a change. And I thought, okay, well, what's it going to be? They said, you realize that that $30,000 ring you're wearing has SI diamonds, right? And we don't do SI diamonds. So we're going to have to upgrade the designer ring that was 30 grand, and we're going to have to work it with better diamonds. And that was eye-opening, because that tells you something. You take a $30,000 ring, we're going to make it to the same specifications, but we're going to make it with better diamonds and not ask $30,000. So the ring came out, there were matching earrings, and then there was a matching pendant. Well, 111-6667 is here tonight in our final one. This is it. Last call. If it goes tonight, this will be it. This will be your last chance. It's literally layered. So what they do is actually make it in separate sections, which is why it's so complex, is because you're creating one row or one level, let's say. One level that's going to be entirely princess cut diamonds set invisibly side to side. That's what you see in what you'd call the middle from where you are at home. And then you make another level that's a little bit higher. It's acting like a border. Think of it like a beveled edge. It's going to be your white diamond round brilliance, and then we add the double row in the bail. So you put all that together in all that 14 karat gold that's finished as nicely as this is. It is a step up from the designer, which, to be honest, I have not looked in a while what they're getting for the same ring. They still have the same ring in stores. I'm going to do that. Tomorrow I'll let you know. I will look tonight, and I doubt it's on their website. We'll see. I will figure out tomorrow. I will figure out how much that $30,000 ring from many years ago, I'll figure out how much it is now. I betcha it's more, wouldn't you think? A lot more. So here's what this looks like from a distance away, and is going to have this length, just under an inch. Very wearable. The bail is large enough for your diamonds by the yard as well. I always like to point that out because I know a lot of you choose to wear your diamonds by the yard as your pendant chains, and you can certainly do that here. That's what it looks like from a distance, and it's our last one, and it's in the white gold, and it stays that way, and we're gonna blow it out right now. Take a look at this again, close up, and we'll bring it to you right now for under, well, $30,000. You think I'm gonna get that? I don't think so. It's a pretty safe bet. It's not gonna be 3 grand, or 2,000, or even 19. One only who's going to take it. White gold, just say sold now. I'll get you a better price than 2,000. I'll get you a better price than 1,500, 14 or 13. This is about as well known a motif as you can find in the jewelry world. It's mostly done in enamel. The enamel is expensive too, and it should not be, but it is because it's designer. Here it is in diamonds, luxury diamonds, 86 points overall, solid gold, and it's going to be $1,299 only. That's it, one only there. $12.99. It's a fond farewell. I've enjoyed bringing you this line, this collection for a lot of years, and yet here it is, a last chance, last call scenario at $1,169 at checkout. If you choose to take the 10% off, might as well, and enjoy it if you do. We are near the top of the hour. We got 4 minutes left to go until the top of the hour. We've still got hoop earrings to bring out, an incredible value on a major Tanzanite. It's going to be over 8 carats in size. That's going to be a little wild. We'll bring that out for you as well. But that is the diamond pendant I would recommend. I know that I don't have the pendant, but I've been wearing the ring every single day since it was gifted to me, and that was in, I want to say it was 2006. So it was a long time ago, and if the ring was 30 grand in 2006, goodness, what could it be today, 20 some years later almost? It's pretty impressive. So yeah, that's a piece you'll love, and yet made the right way, so it's all smooth through the back. You can see that elevation. We still finish underneath the invisible. That's how you set underneath the invisible setting. You still have a support grid of gold down below and underneath it, but there's no gold at all or prongs between the princess cuts. The diamond rounds are pave, that's on the outside, and then you've got the invisible setting, which is why, this is one of my favorite things about princess cuts. Watch that. That flash, boom. I call it the disco ball effect, because usually you need a mirror to do that. Diamonds don't usually do that. They're sparkly, but they don't usually reflect like that. That's like a mirror. It is. It's like a grid of mirrors. So it's not just about the brilliance. Look at the flash you get off every one of those princess cut diamonds. Pretty incredible. Right? All right, we got 2 minutes left to go till the last hour kicks off. Happy Wednesday, everybody. So glad you're with us tonight. I do have a really, we're going to give you the last look. I have 3 left of the pendant, never dreamed. But again, it's a special Wednesday. So never dreamed. You know when there's less traffic that it's a busy time of year, right? So here we go. We're going to bring it out one more time. I'm going to give you a little quick heads up here before our audience joins us, because this is really critical. We have 3 left at this moment. And I think somebody is verifying on this. Yes, I think you, okay, so we may have 2 left now. Okay, so this is the pendant we started off last hour with, and somehow, some way, at the moment, it is still available. That is truly the best value out of 33,000 pieces of inventory that currently exist, and over 10,000 individual blue wings I have sold up to this point, 6+ years into it. I will say that this is the most affordable, significant stone. It means it's not an accent stone. It's one thing if you're putting a couple of 2-point stones together. It's very different when you have one large center stone. We still have about 90 seconds till the official top of the hour, which is when most people are going to tune in. So what I'm very delighted to show you is that if you want, maybe we can send this out before everybody else jumps in. Who knows what's going to happen? But if you've been thinking about it, go now. Get on the phone lines, because it is just downright affordable. If I was selling you sterling silver and with nothing in it, no diamonds, no Tanzanite, this would be a heck of a value. If it was just gold, it'd be way too low. This is with the 1 carat 20 minimum blue wing block diaspore. You get the diamond, the single 8-point. I know what you're saying. Lolo, why are you getting excited about it? 8 points in diamonds. It's not 8 points in diamonds. It's an 8-point diamond. It is one individual large stone. Let's go to Diamonds 101. I know we should be talking about the Tanzanite, but there's a critical deal happening on that diamond. And listen, when you walk around town, do you ever see people wearing huge diamonds? Like 20 carats, 30 carats, 10 carats, 5 carats. Diamonds get really, really, really expensive when they get really big. It doesn't matter when you're talking about 1-pointers are the accent size we usually use. You're getting one individual 8-point diamond, emerald, or rather baguette here in this case. Difference is just the corners. It's a baguette. It's set wedged between 2 bars of gold, which is solid 14 karat. It is also set with the Tanzanite. That is an asher, set at an angle too. How creative to put it not as a square. Welcome to the show, by the way. Glad you're with us tonight. It's Wednesday. I'm Lauren Blair. This is TVON. We have 1 short hour left on our Wednesday until it is a wrap. So I really want to make sure you are ready to go, because this designer pendant is, I know it debuted, and I so apologize if you already saw me present it, if you already picked one up. This will take 60 seconds of our time, but this is traditionally when a lot of people join in, because this usually is the start of the show. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to bring it to you one more time. We're going to show you our best value in all of the Tanzanite world and bring you a carat 20 minimum stone with a big diamond right there at the top, and we're going to make it under $1,000. And it's not going to be $9.99. This is still that value that we have nothing else in our entire inventory like it. Nothing. You have to understand me. This is a rare cut. It was cut from a large 20 karat plus museum reserve stone that now is no longer here. I don't know what I'm going to tell the museum when they say, where's the stone that we were promised? Are they going to want to hear we cut it up? we cut it to make 1 carat 20 pendants. We cut it so we could do a deal like $9.99 on a pendant for everybody. It's exactly what we did. And because of that, you're having a rare moment and opportunity in Blue Wing Block D history. I'm going to show you the side profile. That's the basket work. It's really well made. And it's not going to be $8.99 or $7.77 or $6.99. We had 3 left. We now have 2 left. That is it. If you want to get both, I say go for it. More power to you. But it's not even $699. This still defies everything I've been doing in 25 years of standing up on live TV talking about jewelry and offering jewelry. And quite frankly, downright selling jewelry really cheap. This defies all logic, all odds, and everything we've ever done. And before Blue Wings were even here, available to us, here at TVON, I was selling Block Ds pretty much everywhere I've been. I've sold really good Tanzanite, so feel comfortable. If you've ever bought a stone from, you got a good stone. But if you bought one from here in the last 6.5 years, that is the best. And that's what this is. Please do not. I know there's going to be doubters and haters out there that go, it can't be that good. I know jewelry, she ain't fooling nobody. It can't be that good. It is that good. You have to be a believer. I'm doing a loss leader so that, again, my idea was when we're at the end of it, we got to make sure if there has been a lot of people, and I know I talk to a lot of you every day, there's been a lot of you that have held back and don't have a Blue Wing simply because of the price point, simply because you're looking for something affordable. You maybe are more accustomed to shopping the costume jewelry world or the synthetic world or the simulated world, because if that's what works for you budget-wise, this is the best of the best, but at a great value, and it's not going to be even $699, and you get 10% off to shop it tonight. So we'll do it for $599, and we'll say goodbye to the last two that we have. It was presented last hour, so it was just a bit of a shocker that it remained here for the moment. So now you get one last chance at $599, and of course another $60 off. That makes it $539, and once the last two are gone, they're gone. So that'll be it, and welcome into our last of Wednesday. If there's any requests you have, are you getting another one? Oh, yes, let me do that again. So sorry, I forgot I already presented it. So sometimes, again, you guys need to see all the details. So here it is from a distance away. There it is at 5/8 of an inch, top to bottom. And again, one single diamond, 8-point baguette leads into the top point of the Asher cut. Here's what it looks like on the neckline. Really wearable, important style with that gorgeous cut that is super unique. It's not every day you see an Asher cut stone. It's not every day you see that larger diamond with it together. That's what makes this so exciting, and the fact it's under $540 to get that piece home. In white gold only, so only one choice on the gold color. It's as it is in the white gold, and it's just amazing. And that extra 10% off, and I knew this would happen. Here come the lines. The shoppers are dialing in force, because how many of you wait till the 7 o'clock hour and forget that we actually start at 5 Pacific, and you wait and you wait and you wait and you wait and you wait, and I end up just doing the last 2 hours over again. That's the thing. I knew this would happen. Join us early if you can. For those that are just like, hey, I don't even get home from work. I hear you. So this is where, again, a little recap on something that is still shocking that it's even available. To show you one more time, it is the all-time best Tanzanite value I have had. It just is. I've had thousands of them. I've literally sold over 10,000 Blue Wing Block Ds. That's a lot. When you really stop to think about it, it doesn't sound like a big number until you really think about how many pieces of jewelry that is. And you think about what that would look like in front of you. And you think about what that takes to create and offer and have a collection like this that can bring you so much variety, different cuts, different styles, different price points, all of the above. And now, out of all these years of offering it, here it is at $539. And what a wonderful delight that it's here on a big sale event, last call sale event. That's exciting as well. As a reminder, we have 54 minutes left, so if there are any special pieces you'd like to see, we would love to hear from you. We do have some still brand new to show you. I have waited. We've saved some of our brand new here for the last hour just to wow you with some deals. I do also remind you we have our Imperial topaz for $18.88. I did have an incredible assortment of jewelry for $9.99, so I'm going to recap those. You know what else is going to go is the carat 22. We had the carat 22 champagne diamond that is under 20, well, it's about 2,400 bucks. So this is the, I'll show these. I got to show them. And I hate to redo. I'm not a rerun fan. I mean, I don't watch TV, so really I'm not a good person to ask. But I don't like recapping unless it's something that I just honestly believe in. It's just a matter of when you got prices this good, they got to go. They can't stay here. So we've got our Tanzanite pendant. That's got to be gone. Got to be sold out. We started with 2. Well, we started with 3, and then you immediately got 1. So 2 left. I think you've got the okay, the penultimate's gone. We've got 1 left. Let's show you that carat 22. Then I'm going to recap what's under $1,000 as well in rings, which you understand it's hard to do rings under $1,000 right now. We have got 3 of them. This is first, though. This is going to be my 122 natural champagne diamond. It's a 122, so it's a very large stone. We just had the 101 yellow. It was $29.99. That's amazing, but this is even better. And it's larger, and it's going to be at number 112-1597. So I'll zoom back, and then what we're going to do is, yeah, call me, guys, on the last Tanzanite. Call me. You're getting at least a carat 20 on the stone, Asher cut, big diamond bail, and it works for everybody, and it's a great gift. I love, so many of you now are reaching out saying, I need something for my daughter, my granddaughter, my nieces, the little ones. Honestly, if they've got, like, I wouldn't say for a 5-year-old, but if you've got like a teenager or someone who's maybe just getting started with fine jewelry, that pendant would actually be a wonderful way to start a fine jewelry collection in my estimation. I think that'd be lovely. I think it would. I think my fine jewelry collection, at least as far as gifting, probably started around that like late high school, early college. So, you know, it's a time when I think a lot of girls feel like they start wanting to get into some of the really beautiful natural stones that they're going to love. So here we are with our 122 center, pink diamonds at 14 points, white diamonds at 50. So 64 points of side diamonds, but then of course you've got this overwhelming amount of diamonds here with the really impressive 186. So it's good. It's really good. And are we ready? I think so. It's down at $26.99, but that's not it. You've got the $26.99 price, and then 10% off gets it for a little over $2,400. So a really nice value there. We'll get into some brand new, but just a couple of recaps here on pieces that should go before we do. And obviously last hour we are taking requests. I've got that under $1,000 wheel coming up, which is going to be a major. I think we're going to really see the lines light up here because I have 2 of the most important and rare stones in the world on this under $1,000 wheel. True. So it's going to be a little wild in here. So we're going to do that. Now here's that round 122. Look at that, $2,400 basically. $2,429 is your exact price there. $2,429 to get that diamond. Here's that wheel. So this is the one I'm most surprised at. This is a new one tonight, and maybe just it deserves to be up here all on its own by itself. Then we've got turquoise and Paraíba. Let's just let this one steal the spotlight for a moment. It's going to be our Asher cut diaspore. It's 112-9149. That is the 259 that I'm so proud of because what a value this turned out to be. And look at that, heavy gold band. Sizable gold content here. Something that's missing from a lot of fine jewelry these days is a good gold feel and a good gold weight and good heft. Here it is, $259 on the diaspore, 14 points in the diamonds. They're like cylinders all the way pave. Same kind of way we saw the pave wrap around the yellow diamond band, side to side. This does it too. Look how cool this is. And with those like bars, beads, whatever, that way that it's fastened together, when do you see jewelry look like this? It looks like you took all the cues out of really good like architecture, like really amazing. Think about the details you have and how difficult that is to do in fine metals and fine diamonds. You've got it all right here, stunning look. I've got it in the yellow gold. You can change that to white or rose. That is $9.99. Still a little baffled by how a diaspore that's over 2.5 carats with shades of beaming purples and reds and pinks coming through, which shows you so much about that stone and its ability to change color. It's 100%er, but it's beyond that. It's part of that museum level we love, where when you see it really upright, that's what it does. There's aquas, there's blues and greens, there's a champagne golden, there's a really pretty pink purple presence. It's $8.99. Goodness gracious, that's wild. We've got Paraíba and turquoise, which have found the same price tag too. I just wanted to give that one a moment to shine there because it just seems a little bit too low in price when you look at how that's made. And it is. That's what I did to it. $38.88 should be $8.99 at checkout. We also have the turquoise. You'll see here, this is our very large Sleeping Beauty round. That's going to be the 330 turquoise. It's $112,799. That's also $9.99. And then we have the Paraiba, last but definitely not least. So there's our Sleeping Beauty, $112,799. It was here earlier tonight, actually, to start our show. That's the round 3 carat 30 with 10 points in diamonds. And then I also have our Paraiba. It's our 12-point Paraiba with a lot of gold and diamonds, over 50 points there. It's item number 1122-2496, and that'll be $9.99 as well. They will all be an extra $100 off. If you would prefer to have a money-back guarantee, you don't have to take the extra 10% off. That would give you a return privilege. So it's kind of up to you on that front, okay? So if you're kind of new and you're not sure and you're a little bit, just something of, let's say, apprehensive, because I don't think scared is the right word, but if you're apprehensive because you've just simply never shopped this way before, then you can certainly go ahead and take that great price. I don't think there's anything wrong with $9.99, and then you have the ability to send it back if you don't absolutely love it. And if you don't, please do, because that's going to be something that is important to me. I don't want you to keep anything you don't absolutely love. So here we are. So that's going to be $9.99 less your 10%, and then let's get to our new pieces here. I've got this really cool. This is a sapphire. It's kind of an asymmetrical design. It's got the big emerald cut. It's got a few diamonds there on the sides. It's blocked in platinum here. So that's going to be item number 1128845. It's a buck. It's $1. Yeah, I'll just try that, see what happens. It is a 85-point emerald cut sapphire, and it's got a few diamonds there. I'm not really interested in the diamond weight because it's item number 1128845, and it's $1. So yeah, that's really happening. Just because when I tell you I'm going to sell jewelry, I'm going to sell jewelry. I'm a woman of my word here. And it's an 85-point stone with 6 points in diamonds in platinum. And there's nobody on the phone lines, and I can't buy it $1 because I'm actually paying for it because it's supposed to be $13.99. I'm the one who's got to make up the difference. I do. I'm buying jewelry for somebody tonight. Who's it going to be? Do you have it? All right, let me know who that is. Who we got? We've got our first. Do they want it? Okay, good. I was concerned for a minute. I didn't know. Who is that? Wonderful. Betty, hi. Okay, Betty in Texas got it. Thank you, Betty. Way to go, Betty. Was she calling on something else and she just happened to time it right? All right, I like that. Here we go with our mandarin garnet. Look at this. Congrats, Betty. We'll have it right out to you. Enjoy. I like buying jewelry for you guys. Here's 11267. Someone got to buy it. That someone is me. But hopefully it tells you we're dedicated to some values in the next 44 minutes or so. Yeah, we're pretty serious about some values. Now, this is going to be our 157 Asher cut, and you never know when those are going to pop up, and I'll tell you why you don't know, because I don't know. I just do it when the emotion catches me. So here we go. It's not exactly scripted or slated or, yeah, it's not really intended. Oh, yeah, but she's taking 10%. That's right, I always forget. Oh, yeah, you still get 10% off. Which I do. It's weird math. It kind of makes my brain do some weird things. But yeah, she actually got it for, that would be 90 cents. Okay. Unless she wants to take advantage of the money back guarantee, then it's a full $1, okay? So here we go, 1126790. It's our mandarin garnet. This is a very large ring. This is where you question, did gold drop today to $2 an ounce? Did it? I don't think it did. Last time I checked, it was $34.06. So here we are. Admit that wasn't today. I was too busy to look at gold prices today. But last time I looked, which was last week, it was $34.06. So I doubt it's changed much unless it's gone up. So here's what we have. A lot of gold, a 157 mandarin garnet Asher, and 108 in diamonds. It's another one of a kind. That's the one you're getting. Here's what it looks like on the hand. It is like you added and added more gold and more diamonds. It's like your ring guards are all built in, and there's only one there. And we're going to blow it out. First caller gets it. This is a heck of a value. Our $69.99 mandarin Asher. And right now it's $19.99 instead. That's the Paraiba. Don't forget about that diaspore. Why is that here? The beautiful Asher cut diaspore showing purple there. That's here. And this is the big mandarin, which has $200 extra off. On sale for $17.99. It's back up close. There we go. Okay. So we got some deals, and we need to know any questions you have or any recaps needed. We've got time here. 44 minutes left to go. So if there's anything you need to see or would like to check in on, or would like to see if it's still available. We had a couple requests earlier, well actually one, it was our yellow diamond, our big pear shape, that is still here. If you want the big pear shape, we'll recap that as well. Our Imperials, Betty stole the sapphire, that's good. We also have that really cool star sapphire too. We had a really bright blue, a true royal blue sapphire that was also here. And that royal blue was so much fun, wasn't it? So that royal blue was $14.99 on a huge sapphire. This one, $19.99. Please don't forget about this Tanzanite. Let's be open about what we can do here, because this is one that, listen, it's been here for a lot of years. It's an old 111 item number, so it's been around. It's definitely seen its presentations. I would say about once every 6 months this comes out, and it's 1118240, and it's more or less just a really pretty piece to look at. You know, I don't know how many of us are gonna have the budgetary allowance to do something like this. That's probably why it's here. I don't think it's here because it's ugly, right? It's not here because it's ugly. I mean, it's not here because it's lacking diamonds. It's got our largest diamond weight we've ever put in a pendant. It's overall is actually going to be $359 in diamonds, and huge trillions to boot. The trillions are each 31 points, so they total 124, and then you get the rounds at 235. So altogether $359. That is all to just be an accent. That's a nice little halo for a 27 karat 90 Museum Reserve blue wing. This is Museum Reserve before I brought out Museum Reserve, by the way. That's the coolest thing. This was the first piece ever of the museum collection that we brought out. Now, this has also got to go. Now, a museum would love to have it, but I know our viewers would love to have it as well. So the importance of a round that is 28 carats almost, it's pretty impressive. Is there anybody tonight who has a neckline that can support this pendant? Hi, Jason, what's happening? The whole wheel of Imperial topaz? Sure. Give me a second, I just want to tempt everybody with this one. No longer $50,000. Here's what it looks like. It's called a hidden veil. So you're going to take any one of them you want. See all these sections around it? You're going to take any section you want, put your chain through it, and you're going to have a piece sitting on your neckline that looks like that. It is 1.25 inches in diameter. I'm going to show it on, and you know what? Tonight's the night it goes. Tonight's the night. There's never been a discount like this one. Yes? I remember it. Wow, that was fast. She's already been able to wear it out and about? Oh, Mary, remind me where Mary was calling from, because I know she was brand new the other day. Tennessee, that's right. Mary, thank you for the call. Mary, just want to let everyone know why Mary called. She called in because she just picked up a couple days ago her first ever purchase. She received it already. Was that Saturday or Sunday she got it? I think it was, I want to say, was it Saturday? Either way, she got a 7 karat Tanzanite. She said she's already been wearing it, getting compliments, loving it. Jason, did they not want to see the Imperials? They're going to call back. They're like, she's taking too long talking to Mary. Well, that is, you know what, I live for doing that. You know, I don't do this for just, you know, my health. It's calls like that. It's opportunities like that. And Mary sees this Tanzanite and said, I'm going to call and let her know. And I'm really happy to hear that. Mary, thank you again for shopping with us. And I hope that if you ever see something again that you like, I hope you're able to pick it up and add to the TVON collection. Here we go. This is going to be a one only. It's not 50,000, 30,000. I skipped a 40 grand price tag. That's okay, because we're going and crashing down to the lowest price ever. That's going to be down below even $20,000. So ridiculous in the best way. And yet it's not even 19 or 18,000. We're going 17,777. I got a real good reason to do that. That means you'll be at $15,999. It's under $16,000 to take that one home. We're going to show, who was it, Jason, that wanted to see the Imperials recapped? Hi, Paulette. Okay. So we had 3. Did she miss them entirely and just heard from a friend that there were Imperials here? Okay. Let's just show you all the Imperials that we had earlier. Can't reach them from where I'm at, but I'm trying. Sorry, just pulled a muscle. All right, here we go. Here's one of them. Here's my own personal favorite. It's the round. Love the round. I think the round is really pretty. It's enticing because it's got all the colors that you want, but at an even ratio. So if you don't mind, it's not a 28 karat Tanzanite, so I'm going to come in a little closer so we can show you 3 incredible Imperials. That's going to be 112 1659. I will show them both separately and together because I want you to be able to compare, because my whole issue with this wheel, really I won't say issue, the objective rather, it's the proper word. The objective of the wheel was to really show you 3 different choices in colors and 3 different choices in not just gold color, but also the stone colors, because as you can see, that cushion cut is very pink. And then in the round, you've got a pure 50-50 split with the pink and the orange. And over here in the pear shape, you have a real golden element. There's the more golden orangey. It's still got an element of pink, just not as much as its counterparts. So that's really the, they're all top. Mice fino is what we call them. That literally translates to the best. I mean, literally it translates to the most fine, but since that's not really grammatically correct, it really is about the best. It's just how in Portuguese you say it. So this is really a fantastic wheel. Now we got them all down to one price. And so just a little recap by request here. It's going to be all over 1 carat stones. You have the 124 cushion that's on the left side. The round, of course, the round is the carat 05. That's in the middle. It's got 72 points in diamonds. And then you also have the 137 pair. So whichever one you like, good news, they're all the same price. So if you find when you go out shopping, sometimes you fall in love with the most expensive one, I have good news. No matter which one you fall in love with, and if it happens to be the most expensive one, you're getting it on sale nonetheless. Isn't that a wonderful thing? So for those of you that have that champagne taste, we got the beer budget markdown here going on. They're all the same price. 137 on the pair. That has a 74-point diamond weight. 124 on the cushion on the left. It's got a 53-point diamond weight. And then the round has 72 points in diamonds. Remember, you are changing the gold on either one except the pair, okay? One on the right stays in yellow gold. The other 2 can be changed. But you're seeing them all. You got every gold color choice represented up there. So you can see them all. And you can decide, let's say, I like the round, but I like the round in white gold. Great, done. You got the round, you can get it in white gold, free of charge. And they're all brought down. And what I didn't mention the first time around was the $59.99 price or more that they all started as. We're going significantly lower than that, and any one you want is $18.88, okay? Easy peasy on the mice finos, and a melt price really for the mountings. And then of course the stones being over 1 carat are fabulous as well. So it's $18.88, your actual price tag. Checkout price, that is going to be $16.99, and let me know which one of those that you fancy, and we'll do those for $16.99 for you at checkout. So even better, and we love a good deal, and we got them right there on one of the rarest, of course, all natural material, no treatment whatsoever, no heating, no nothing, one source. Where have we heard that before? Let's see. Where do we hear that a lot? Oh, it's with Tanzanite. Tanzanite's one source, but there's a whole lot more Tanzanite out there than there ever was of Oro Preto Imperial Topaz. So we'll give that 60 seconds. Then we got a whole big wheel of brand new. How about a wheel of exciting brand new? And don't forget, there was a 301 yellow diamond here earlier too. That is 60 grand. But I'm open. I'm open to a deal. I'm open to whatever you want to do on that one. That's my best color in a 3 carat 01. Yes. Thank you. And did they choose to keep it in the gold color it was in? Because remember, I had the other mounting there too, just as a note. Or are they keeping it in the yellow? Because otherwise I want to make a note so that our jewelers don't get confused. Yeah. Sure, here comes the pear shape on the hand. And that's going to be 112 4810. Take a look at this. Here's the pear shape. And who's this for, Jason? Linda. Hi, Linda. There you go. There's the pear shape one way. Here it is. I'll just pop it on the other way for you. Okay. And that's the pear shape. That obviously is the largest. It's got a very nice diamond weight around it, almost like a little floral type leaves type of look. $16.99. Okay, we'll move on. 60 seconds. We've got all 3 Imperials set to go. $16.99 for the most pink. I know if you've seen Imperials elsewhere, you're probably asking, Are those Imperial? That's not usually their color. Exactly. They're usually a light milky yellow or sometimes yellow golden. Sure. Here's the large wide band. This is a cigar band style, 53 points in diamonds. Now, this stone is the rarest, Jason. So you'll have to tell Linda, if you're going to really figure out if you don't have a particular favorite just by looking visually, this is the rarest color to get. It's pure pink. There's really no visible orange. I think most people, if you ask people on the street what color is that, I think pretty much everyone would say pink. It's a pure pink, which is exceedingly rare in this gemstone family. So not just a little bit of pink, but entirely pink is a whole nother level, because that's not something that we can do to make that happen. That is all on Mother Nature. It is as simple as just that stone has a very, very unusual color to it. And of course, that's another one where you have the option to change the gold color as well. So you can get your yellow gold or your rose gold, which you see here's the yellow, here's the rose. So if you can envision this mounting in one of those gold colors, it makes it a little easier to really then choose whatever you like the best. My personal favorite, just because it has, I think, a really pretty color that's unusual, because there's a lot of orange and golden gems and there's a lot of pink gems. I could sit here all night and name stones in those categories, but when you're in the middle, the literal middle, it's got the mix. It's got that pink and orange blended at 50-50 together. So it's very different. Remind me, did they keep the yellow gold on that diaspore? Perfect. All right, then I don't need to instruct our jewelers on what to do there. Okay, so yellow gold on that diaspore is gone, that fabulous radiant. All right, so last call, and we still have the Asher cut. The Asher cut was the smaller, the $259 for $9.99. That is still here. And you've got the $16.99. Let's see if Jason has figured out, if we've been able to help Linda with her favorite there. It is a good time to shop. $16.99, sale event going away, summer going away. Want to make sure you have a chance to pick your favorite and get that discount. And then there is a very large Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserve. It's our 8 karat 12 that is also still here to come. And then of course my diamond earrings. These are a style that I really insisted on creating a long time ago. At this point, they all feel very, very standard. We see diamond hoops a lot. We get a lot of requests for them. This is the way to get that diamond inside out style with the button release closure. That's very important. And also they are a good size. I think this is one of those sizes that it's hard when you're talking to an audience that is as vast as ours is. It's tough to say this is going to work for you. And I'm going to try the other one on. It's tough to just say point blank, you're going to love these. Because some of you are going, heck no, I'm not. I like a 1/4 inch, I like a stud, I don't wear a hoop. And other of you say, no, give me a 4 inch, and I don't have those. So really it becomes about, if you're kind of on the fence and you're not 100% sure about what kind of hoop and what design and what size you like, I always think this is a great recommendation. If you're willing to go, and this is why I say that mostly, it's not about the size you like to wear as much as it is, I think we like diamonds. And if you like diamonds a lot, you want to see them. You're paying for diamonds. Well, that might be a relative statement. You're paying for diamonds, but are you really seeing them? And in a smaller earring that's an inside out style, you don't see them. The item number is 1110425. I may need to bring these tomorrow because we need to work on this price tag a little bit. We do. We need to work on this price tag. We may have to bring these tomorrow to you. So that's okay too. We can do that. Again, if you like the 235s, tune in tomorrow. We'll be able to bring those to you. I'm going to do this. We've got our last look at this diaspore one more time. Someone was asking, what's the diaspore that's left? It's right here. This is the diaspore that's that Asher cut. It's our 259. That's a good one, isn't it? That's a real, I'm still amazed with the designer style, the wider band, how good that looks. Make sure you call me on that one. It's $9.99. Yes, those of you asking for the yellow, here it is. This is what was here on Sunday at the end of the show. A lot of you asking about it here today at that beginning of the show. Here it is. This is the big pear shape, 170. We are not leaving this here. It's too good. And you know what's really stellar about this one? It's not just the ring, it's the price tag. It's got to all work together. It's got to be good on all fronts. It can't just be good quality. That's not what we're here to do. It's an easy game. If you want to just bring high quality jewelry and money's no object, it's very easy. You can bring anything you want. We are so selective about finding a way to make those high-end pieces really affordable. And I know affordable is a relative term when it comes to big yellow diamonds. I understand that. But this is our carat 70. It's one of those really big sizes without getting into the 2 carat or the 3 carats, which obviously go a little bonkers. This is our 170 center. You've got the 14 points of the yellow diamonds right beside it. And you have another, look at all the diamonds, princess cuts, round brilliance, different sizes of those white diamonds going every which way. It looks truly, it's so large. It's a large scale ring. There's no question about it. It feels almost like a building. It's like how it's supported. It's not, you know how some jewelry is what I call wispy? It's wispy. I'd like for bangs to be wispy. I don't want jewelry to be wispy. I mean, what else do you want to be wispy? I don't know, like, I don't know, the meringue on top of your pie, something like that. Just, it's not a term I like when it comes to jewelry, and unfortunately it's a term that we're seeing really to describe jewelry more and more these days. And I don't want to have little dainty, non-important pieces. This is really that substantial luxury kind of style. Well, it's also going to be very affordable, $17,999. It is where it started. This is the finishing. So speaking to that point of really making it pronounced, heavyweight, substantial, all the things we want, you kind of need, there's a point where you need to have a certain substance in the gold if you're supporting a stone that big, but also it's about that really important color. That's a via stone. It's bright, it's gleaming, it's very, very clean. It's got the color. This is the color we saw earlier in the 3 carat. Now it's translated here to this really fabulous carat 70 that is looking bigger because it's all about the tricks. It's so nice to be able to see this when you've got that immediate halo. Your eye sees the full overall border. It's so important if you are not someone with unlimited budgets when it comes to jewelry. Those are the little tricks that help it really truly be a big look without having to pay, because you will always have to pay more for the bigger diamond, always. Always, even if you're downgrading the quality, let's say the clarity of the color goes down, you're always going to pay more for the really big stones. So this is already it, and it's not going to be $79.99. And here's what it looks like on the hand as well. Still have the 3 carat here, which we're looking for offers. It was $60,000. So if you can make us a close offer on the 3 carat, we will have that going right out to you. If you would prefer to have the carat 70, and that's what's interesting too, is that when you look here together, I have a question for y'all. You can listen to me yap all day about that stone looks big, that stone looks big. Look at the proof. Which one's bigger? By double. I ask, which one is larger? If you already saw it presented, you're going, duh, it's the cushion. It is. You would be right. I don't know if this one looks double the size, though, of that one. And that's your direct side-by-side comparison. This one's $60,000. This one's not even $79.99. So there is something to be said, and that, I think, if my words don't mean anything, there's the illustrative proof right there that that carat 70 pair looks a lot larger than a carat 70 pair would normally look. And those are the tricks I love about, again, it's still a very big stone. I don't mean to say that's a small stone. It is no small stone. But when it looks as big, if not larger, than the 3 carat standing right beside it, that tells you something. And it's not going to be $79.99 either. We're going even lower than that. Welcome into our big Wednesday, what's left of it. We have all of like 25 minutes left to go. So the question is, we got to move some jewelry. What do you want to see? Well, this one's last call. And I know I've got 2 people already talking to me. Listen, it was requested a couple hours ago. We brought it back out. It was here at the end of Sunday. We're bringing it back out. There have been multiple people shopping it and calling and asking about it today. And when I say shopping it, they're considering it. All I can say is there's one. It's beautiful. That's the one you get. I'm very, very particular. There are a lot of yellow diamonds I reject and will not show on this television air. And that simply comes down to the color and the cutting. And if it's not top, you're not going to see it on my show. So here's what we're going to do. Instead of 79 or 69, I tell you, this is maybe the value, and I've had a lot of yellow diamonds through the years, but this is tough to top. I am making this one $5,999, and there's only that one. And you're getting $284 total, but when you see, it's, for me, it's that side by side. I'd love to have a 3 carat, but you know, there's other things to do with $60,000 right now for, I think, a lot of us, other than buy a diamond ring. But if you can achieve a very similar look. And let's not forget that it's $600 off that price. So it's actually going to be $53.99 instead. That makes it so much better. And that can be yours right out to you. You can be like Mary, who in a couple of days, that's at your house, it's on your hand. And Mary said, I'm already wearing it in good compliments. Now that is also, and you're not the only one, Mary. I get so many of those emails and those messages and those phone calls, and those actual letters are written in too. Just everyone talking about, I took my jewelry to this auction, this store, this design house, this circle of very hoity-toity friends, whatever it is, and just the compliments. This jewelry is like a compliment magnet. And I think with yellow diamonds, it needs to be said, there's a lot of people that hang out in high-end jewelry circles that never even see a natural yellow diamond, let alone own one. So it kind of is that super high-end, how much more elite can you go when it comes to jewelry? It's really tough to top a yellow diamond like that. All right, so we're going to move on. That one is here, but verifying. So there's a difference between verifying means there's considerations. There's a lot of people on the lines right now that are talking about it and asking about it. Okay, so $53.99. And if you like the 3 carat, if you'd rather go the 3 carat route, totally fine. $60,000, or I would need to be extremely close to that. We would need to be very close to $60,000 on the 3 carat. Okay, so that's my yellow diamond selection. We also had the heart shape earlier. We did have a beautiful heart shape. The heart shape was $29.99. It was a 1 carat, and that was in that kind of dome style, if you will. Okay, so we've got some great options in yellow diamonds, 3 of them tonight. Also want to remind you about the Tanzanite pendant round, some fabulous blue zircon drop earrings. They are here. We've also got the Imperials, all the Imperials. Wow. So a big discount on Imperials, the $9.99 items. The champagne diamond is here. 20 minutes left to go. What is it that you'd like? I am baffled by this. Honestly, I know there's 3 of you talking about it. So I know in a matter of moments it's likely to be gone. I get that. And I want to congratulate you, by the way, in advance. Whomever is taking that fabulous ring tonight, you deserve all the kudos in the world, because it is enormously pretty and it's so rare and it's so fabulous. Do you want to come on over and take another look at it? All right, let's go. And we've got the aqua ring coming up too. I've got the aqua, we auctioned that off. But we did not get the open, so let's just do something crazy here. That beautiful, rich, saturated aquamarine that is so high-end. That one's here, of course. Don't forget about that carat 70. We are verifying right now. I think that's going to be gone before the night is over. Do have that really special 136 with all that diamond weight around it. Also still have, let's just do our recap here. Here's everything we got. The champagne diamond, the Imperial topaz round. We'll bring it all. Got to move some jewelry here. Here's the heart-shaped yellow. We'll zoom back so you can see it all. You let me know what you like from this show and what you've seen in these ideal examples of what value is all about on a summer Wednesday. Here we go. All late August. Gotta love it, right? These amazing opportunities are second to none. I will say, I think that Tanzanite, if you like this one, I would really, really like you to call me on that one. That's a good one. It's an 8 carat 12. We've got our pear shape. I still have the Asher cut diaspore. We'll show that to you again. Here's what we've got from the evening. Let me know if anything here is catching your eye. We will help you own it. I'm not gonna really push that too much. I'd really like to see a different stone in that one. I also have, this is the big Tanzanite that I would say 100% is the one to consider here. So we've got everything you need. That, I know, look at how it just, if that's not a sense of scale, what do you think of that? That's that 27 karat 90 museum reserve. So options in jewelry are here. I'm going to show you, we're kind of saving our brand new wheel for last year. I've got a brand new wheel of a few different designs. I'm going to show you 4. We've got aqua, black opal, ruby, and blue sapphire, and we're going to see if we can send some jewelry out. So just a reminder, those are just a few recaps we have. We got a few really just important pieces, and a lot of what's up here, of course, nothing up here is going to be actually over $29.99. Actually, that's our $29.99 here in that yellow diamond. The diamond behind it, I think that's also an interesting comparison. That round champagne diamond is actually $26.99. So I don't know, looking at those two together, you might expect for that champagne to be quite a bit more pricey than the yellow. It's actually opposite. So you can get the 1 carat 22 champagne diamond. That's going to be down to $26.99. Then we've got our yellow diamond at $29. Here's the aqua, $14.99 on that one. And there's our best Imperial with the 2 colors together. And then the Asher cut as well, $9.99 in the Asher cut diaspore. So I've got some brand new that I have saved here for the last couple of minutes we have. Thanks again for being with us tonight. I hope you've had a good one. Hope you've had a great summer, and hope you're ready for fall, because we are getting close. But this blue sapphire, well, $7,000 sapphire ring comes to us first. Then we're going to just keep on adding. I have got a ruby. Its corundum counterpart is there. Platinum and 18 karat gold together. How about a lightning ridge stone? Black opal. Look at the mounting here. Well, this is a good opal. That's got some color, reds, blues, and interestingly enough, it has this golden glow that comes through when you least expect it on top of what's really a blue-purple base. And then we've got an aqua. So the blues, royal blue, ruby red, all the colors in one, and then this aquamarine. These are all done in either platinum or platinum and 18K. In that case, all 4 rings are going to get the same price, and let's be real. These were supposed to be $24.99 tonight. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that price tag of $24.99 tonight. Now, these are all new. So really beautiful rings. I've got carat weights here waiting for you. Simply tell me which one is your favorite of the 4. I would not totally be surprised if someone comes in and takes all 4, because they're fantastically unusual and unique and different to each other, but all really just, again, extreme quality. That opal's really fantastic out of Lightning Ridge, Australia. Our blue sapphire, Ceylon. This is ruby out of Burma. So I know how tough that is to find elsewhere. We got a Burma ruby, and we have our aqua Sierra Santa Maria, as you can well tell, with the deep blues it has. This is the entire wheel under $1,000. And before you say yes, because I know how excited we are about $9.99, we can't keep a piece of fine jewelry here if it's $9.99. This is a different era. I don't know where we're all shopping, but this is not the price you see on fabulous fine jewelry any longer. This is going lower than even $9.99. Take a look. We got a few last minutes here. We're going to get everything gone off this wheel, and hopefully see y'all tomorrow too. We'll do it again, but with all new, different, completely unusual, unique pieces. Lots of brand new is coming up tomorrow as well. So I hope we will see you for that. But this is not going to be $9.99 or even $8.99 a piece. This is before your 10% extra off. Not a time to wait. Call us now. We got a lot of people asking about pieces from all throughout the night. So this is the time to do that as well. And let's go even better than $8.99. It is now or never on these pieces. What can we do to show you that we mean moving? It's about moving the jewelry. It's not about profit. It's not about equaling cost. It's about just move it on out. Everything must go off that wheel, and it's all brand new. And it's looking amazing. And it's all platinum, or you can go with, if you need some gold, you got the 18 karat gold with the ruby. So you get a mix there. And we'll do even better. And I know we're busy on the phone lines already. Just take them all. Resellers, take them all. Jewelry collectors, take them all. These are the top qualities of those 4 stones. And we're going to make it only $888, less your 10%. So you got a last call, $7.99 to check out, and we will check it off our list of things to do today. $7.99. Okay, that's good. Yeah, and that's going to be for our last 60 seconds here of that wheel. And take a good look at them. Whichever, if you can't decide, because isn't that always the debate? Oh, I can't tell. Should I get this one or that one? This one? Just take a couple, because 2 of them are going to be under $1,600. That's not a bad way to go. 2 rings. Do you get any of those for $1,600 elsewhere? Absolutely not. We're doing $7.99 a piece. Whichever one you prefer. And if you want to we can even add a few more into the mix if you want to, because I got to move jewelry, so whatever it is. We've even, there's a really important cat's eye chrysoberyl here. As soon as I got room, as soon as the first piece sells, I'll add a cat's eye chrysoberyl to the mix. Yeah. Thank you. Black opal gone. Congratulations. Take a look at it on the hand. It's going to be, you got it, aqua gone next, and I'll try that on. There's the black opal for you. I love those stacks of baguettes on the side. 1128673 is the 87-point opal with the 37 points in the diamonds. That is sold. I'm going to show you the aqua next. The aqua is going to be item number 1128723 on the aqua. That's going on the hand next. That's also platinum, as they all have a platinum element. There's the aqua in platinum, and that's going to have a diamond weight of 3 points to go with your 89-point Sierra Santa Maria Aqua Marine. So that's a beauty as well. Good chance to pick that one up too. $7.99. Aqua's gone. We have two left. It's what do you know? It's the corundum conundrum. Here we go. They're both corundum stones, blue sapphire or ruby. The ruby has gold with the platinum. The sapphire is just platinum, and you're getting either one, your choice. And out of all of those are very, very important stones of those colors. So there's your option and your choice, and we'll wait till those are gone at $799. What a fabulous night to be shopping. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you found something that you just are going to love forever. I do want to show you this cat's eye. As promised, why not? Obviously, that's supposed to be more money. Oh, look at the diamond weight. Okay, so this is a little like, let's see who's paying attention deal here, clearly. Do you see what I just added? And I warned you, I was going to throw in a cat's eye. What you probably weren't expecting was a cat's eye that's perfect with that pure green, with that perfect chatoyancy, and 78 points in diamonds. Like, there's a lot of diamond weight here at 40 points, and there's some diamond weight there. Or, never mind, there's no diamonds. That's a lot of diamonds. That is double that. So you've got a cat's eye chrysoberyl with diamonds everywhere. That's a gimme. Pure and simple. Obviously, that cat's eye, I mean, I'm not going to say it, but normally I would be up here saying that's not going to stay here. Honestly, who knows? Who knows? Yes, I kind of figured. Yep. Obviously not supposed to be a part of this. Obviously nothing's supposed to be $888. That one for $800, well, really $799. It's $8709. It's a 119 cat's eye, and it's got 78 points. Say it loud and say it proud. 78 points of mostly tapered baguettes. Wow. And wow. The fact that there are not 2,000 people right now saying, I need that ring, is very telling. Because that's value. Let me just show it all on its own where you're used to seeing everything. Let's come in close and look at 8709. Just take it all in. Because that is where it belongs. Sitting up there on its own pedestal, and check it out. And it's still here. Never mind, it's not. Okay, that one is gone. Woohoo! And that was, again, 119 with 78. Here's the sapphire. Might as well give this one the same special treatment here. Let it be on its own. Item number 1128694. And we'll do it with the ruby. And bye-bye they will go. Yikes. That's the good stuff right there. Blue sapphire, 1 carat 04. And diamond weight at 40 points. And again, rounds and baguettes. The baguettes are tapered. That's how they do that great flared design that you see there. Really stunning. And we got 10 minutes left to go. So what else would you, and by the way, it's $888 still. So that's $799 at checkout. Yeah, it's all, I know it doesn't look like a wheel anymore because we're down to 2. And I just felt like maybe just putting it up there with the information helps really read the value, because obviously that's important. So reading the value is very important here. It's $888, it's really $799 if you choose to take that 10% off, and why not? That is a great looking ring. So a huge value there. All right, so $888 turns into $799. Let me know if you'd like that one. And then any questions you have on the show. We still got a few pieces left here to find their homes before we are out of time. And that's really what's critical right now. Tell us what you'd like to see one more time. Are you thinking about the Paraíba? We had that one for under $1,000. I think it needs to be seen yet again. Here's that Paraíba, and that one's going to be only $999 for the Paraíba. Yes, it is the most affordable way here to get a Paraíba tourmaline. It is our 1122496 item number. Call me on that sapphire because I think that one's gone. The only piece left would be the ruby sans diamonds. So that is still available for you if you'd like it. But this is, here we go, big moment. And all you need to do right now is call in a hurry because we've had it a couple of times tonight. So no doubt there's a couple of people talking about it, thinking about it. It's in the yellow gold stays as is. It's $9.99 with an $8.99 checkout price. Really good value there. Only one. I'll try it on again for you, and only 9 minutes to go. So do you have the sapphire? Right. So sapphire's verifying. We'll see who's got that one. It is just a night of value. We've had a lot of very affordable items. And I'm going to recap the champagne diamond because that's got to go too. The champagne diamond, which was our carat 22 stone. We do love that one. That's going to come back out to play. If you'd like this one, here it is on the hand here. It does have to stay in the yellow, but it is a lot of diamond weight, 53 points in your diamond weight, top and bottom. They actually are creating a halo as well. So you still get the halo to frame that Paraíba stone. That looks fantastic. And then you do have this beautiful way that it presents a lot wider on the hand than what I think you'd expect for an $8.99 price tag. And so that's really nice to see. A pleasant surprise there to be able to have Paraíbas that are under $900. And yeah, it's not a 2 carat stone. I have 2 carat stones. They're 40 grand. They get a little pricey when they get into those bigger sizes. This is still as beautiful. It's as bright. I always say with a prominent stone like this, if you have a bright neon stone, I don't think you need to necessarily have a gigantic size. I think a lot of times you can get away with a smaller stone size when you've got a really powerful bright color like that is. And that is a powerful bright color. So that one's only $8.99 to check out. We're going to show you the 122 champagne diamond with 8 minutes left to go in the broadcast. So it is our very last call. Time to go here. And then here we are. There's my 122. Best diamond value here. No doubt. You're looking at it. The no doubter. Best diamond value. Yes. Oh, good. Thank you very much. So we have some diamond pieces from early going out as well. Hey, I want to remind you about the $5.99 Tanzanite pendant because I think we still have one left. So there we go. We got the let me say that again. $5.99 blue wing block D pendant. Yes, we do. $5.99. Yeah, it's here. So I'll remind you of that one as well. But this one is not $9.99. It's not a Paraíba. It's actually our 112-1597 item number here. It's our champagne diamond. That's a real deal diamond. It's not a lab grown stone. We don't do lab grown as of yet. I hope we never have to. You never know. I've learned never to say never. But this is something that we love to bring as the natural, and that is a beautiful natural color. Really rare to see too, because you're getting that champagne color. It's got a little golden orange, I would say. More orange. You know how champagnes can be very brown? They get a fun little name that sounds like something sweet that you might eat at Valentine's Day. But this has actually got a little pop of like a golden citrusy orange, which is a nice undertone because orange diamonds are really, really rare. And you've got this round carat 22, and you have this really attractive double halo with the pink and the white diamonds. Yeah, pink diamonds, champagne diamonds, white diamonds, you get it all. And that one, very, very, very affordable. We're going to do this one for only it's $26.99. Got to be the deal of the day on diamonds. And I know it's tough to top the yellow diamond we had, but that might do it. $24.29 gets it home. It's got the pink and the white. Therefore, it does stay in the rose and the white gold. And then I think the last piece of the night, barring any requests you might have, is going to be that last call on that Tanzanite pendant, which is, as a reminder, our most affordable Tanzanite here. And shocking to have one left at this point, but it's good news for anybody who just realized it's time to get in on these values. Here we go with the diamond and Tanzanite pendant. Miracle that this has diamonds as well, or a diamond. It's going to be $112.90, $135. Remember, that's $24.29 at checkout. Here's what it looks like on the hand. So that is your 122 champagne, 1 carat. Just amazing. 1 carat 86 total weight. Look at that. It's a lot of ring. And I could imagine it paired up with a pink diamond one to ring or a white diamond one to ring if you felt like you just on certain days wanted to add something to it. Double halos are classic, yes. Yeah, sure. Here's the opal piece. Flashed it earlier. Here's our opal right now. Item number is 112-7608. And then we'll wrap with those the Tanzanite pendant, the last. Here we are with a really beautiful double opal. So you get the huge opal as the base. There's even an opal in the bail. It's kind of fun. Nice little opal bail there. And you've got a really good look at the 10 karat 68, all 18 karat gold, Jason, by the way. Everything, including the chain. The chain is lovely too. It's a very unique chain. It's more of a, feels a bit like a herringbone meets a link. And then it's got this great opal. It's going to be 7608. And it's going to be our 18 karat gold, 1068 opal, 30 point in the blue sapphires. And then you also have 72 points in diamonds. They did do 1068 overall. It's going to be that two together. So you've got, these designers do things a little differently than we do. So 1068. I don't have a breakdown on which is which, but figure probably a 2 carat up top and a 7 carats or so on the bottom. And then the sapphires and the diamonds, mix it up. Let me show it from a distance though, because that's going to be critical here. It's going to be really large. That chain is really stunning. It's a good looking chain. And that's going to be a huge size. I'll show you the length it's going to be as well. And then last call on those Tanzanites, if you want to just dial in, we may or may not have time for the Tanzanite pendant, so you may want to dial now and not just take for granted. We may not get to see that again. Here's a 1 3/4 inch top to bottom. I'm going to show it on the neckline as well. So one quick look at it here so you can really start to see a little bit more true to life color as well. I mean, obviously not in focus very well, but you can see how really pretty the blues and the greens are represented there. And we'll go back up close, get you great value. It's under $3,000 and that's all 18K. No platinum here. Nothing wrong with platinum. It's just gold is more expensive. So gold's a step up. And that one, again, 30 points in the sapphires, 72 points in the diamonds. So getting a lot more than meets the eye there. And I know we're running out of room because there's so much going on in that pendant. An enormous size. And that's $27.77. And you know what that means? $24.99. Checkout price. Yeah, that's a really good deal to get it for under $2,500, and that's what you pay at checkout for that one. That's going to be a really remarkable value there. $24.99 to get that one home, and 2 opals in one with sapphires and diamonds and all that. That's really fantastic. And then we end with this pendant here. The Tanzanite, I think we've got 1 left. It may be 2. Just never got word on how many we have left here, but I know we've got at least 1. And forgive that we just had that massive piece. So let's come in close, take a look at this. And as our finale, reminder, there's only 2 minutes left in the show. And this one is going to be $599. I don't think I'll ever get over what we just did here tonight. I think for a long, long time in the future, we will wish and hope and ask for pieces in this price range. And the reality is, highly doubt we'll see anything. So it is definitely the day to go ahead. Yeah. Susan, did she get the cat's eye? I don't know if she has a criminal record, but she should now. That was stolen. That was stolen, Susan. Stolen. Look at that. That's the inside of your cat's eye. That was stolen. No question about it. Way to go, Susan. Way to go. Where's she calling from? I love it. I wonder how far we ought to send it. That is just amazing. All right, last call. We got 1:20 left in the show. That's $5.99. It's really $5.39 if you'd like to go ahead and pick up that Tanzanite pendant. Before we go, thanks again for being with us. Hey, friendly reminder, we do this again tomorrow night. So if you would be so kind, we'd love to show you some more jewelry tomorrow night. We've got our big Thursday night party. We do this every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday evening, and then we have our weekend shows in the morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. We'll start bright and early, so to speak, at 5 p.m. Pacific. 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central Time, and 8 p.m. Eastern. So we'll be with you. To all my friends on the East Coast and the Atlantic area, please stay safe. Stay away from the shore. And, you know, we've got some weather going on. So thanks, everybody, for being with us tonight. We hope that you are loving your jewelry. I would definitely pick up that last Tanzanite pendant. 30 seconds left. We'll be here for a couple minutes after we go off the air to be able to help you out with this or any of the wonderful pieces we have seen here tonight. So if you do have any questions about anything, love to hear from you. Give us a call at that phone number, and we'll be here for the next couple of minutes. And until we meet again tomorrow at 5, we hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday evening. Have a great Thursday as well. Be well, be safe. We'll rendezvous tomorrow at 5. Looking forward to it. We got 3 hours of jewelry, and the sale will continue. So I'm Lauren Blair. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks so much, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.